Ba, 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 da, da. Yakuza.
Hello.
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 Are you ready to set sail?
Yes. Is this what you spent so much time doing earlier?
Folks, yeah, you might not know what's going on right now. Chase is our presenter. He's going to be leading us through Yakuza 6, and there are
You're getting ahead of ourselves.
there's GIFs on screen.
Welcome, dear listeners, back to Lore Dump, the show where we take somebody who hasn't played a game or game franchise and we walk them through the lore. My name, as always, is your ever cheerful and now medicated torturer, Chase. And I'm joined today by
Monty
and
Neil.
And what are we covering today, guys?
Yakuza 6.
Oh, we've reached the end. At long last, many years in the making, we have hit the end of Yakuza.
And this is your favorite one?
This is my favorite game in the series, yes.
Wow, that's exciting.
Oh,
Does this make this your favorite game of all time?
no.
Oh.
It's up there. It's like top 5. It's top 5 for sure, especially on story alone, but it's not.
Cool.
Yeah, before we get started, do you guys want to give us a recap of where we left off last episode?
Cool. Would you want to? I from what I remember, the last one, which I think we recorded 18 years ago,
I'm already mad remembering Yakuza
was
5.
so broad strokes. Daigo's Dojima was secretly hatching a plan with Kazuma Kiryu because
It involved baseball somehow.
They were selling the Dojima clan or something. We
hunted
had
a bear.
5 protagonists. We hunted a bear for 4 hours.
Haruka did a big song, a big idol song at the end.
Haruka's trying to become an idol. There's a concert. They were going to cancel the concert because of a bomb threat. They didn't, and then Kiryu died.
And then Kiryu died at the end. That is our closing shot, no post-credit scene. Kiryu bleeds out in an alleyway in Haruka's arms, and he basically tells her that she's his dream, because it was all about dreams.
It was all about dreams.
Yeah, so like her happiness, her future, that was his dream.
Well.
So Kiryu's dead.
I'm not going to say too much getting into this. I'm not even going to show you the cover this time around.
Ooh, spoilers.
The cover is incredibly spoilery, yes. So I'm not going to show you it.
Well, for one thing, Kiryu's back.
Well, so you guys will be very thrilled. So this is the Yakuza franchise is very much kind of divided into 2 phases. This is the end of phase 1. This wraps up our kind of overarching narrative that started in Yakuza 0 and ends here. And then we kind of have a soft reset going into Yakuza 7 that we'll worry about later. But a few fun things. 1, we're back to 1 protagonist.
Yay.
We're back to 1. This is one of, if not the single most condensed and focused narratives in the entire franchise.
Cool.
Which I'm sure you especially will be thrilled to hear.
My biggest criticism of Yakuza is that the games are too bloated and too scattered as stories. That's my only real big criticism. So excited for that to change.
Yeah, I personally, I think that this one has the best narrative of the entire series.
Cool.
And the other is we're back to Dragon Engine. Look how good it looks.
It looks really pretty.
If you guys remember way back when we did Kiwami 2, we, for a very random moment between Kiwami 1 and 3, had a really pretty game that looked really good. So that was Dragon Engine, which Kiwami 2 was actually the second game to use Dragon Engine, the first one being good old Yakuza 6 here. It does mean Yakuza 6 has some teething issues that I think hold it back from what I would consider a perfect game. I think if it was made today, using how they're able to use the Dragon Engine today, it'd be a different sort of like stick like Lost Judgment's combat system in here, and it would be 100 times better. But all my issues are gameplay based. None of them are based on the narrative.
Cool. That's
Cool.
all we're focusing on today, baby.
Yep. So this is the second time, if this is a Kiryu game, this is the second time that Kiryu's come back from the dead.
You don't know that Kiryu's back from the dead.
Okay, it's just he's
don't
got a
have
gif
boat.
of
You
him
put
in
up
the
a
dragon.
gif of him on a boat.
That might be from Kiwami 2.
It might be, but I don't recognize it. But okay.
You don't know anything.
Okay.
We enter our scene in a dimly lit bar. A middle-aged mama wipes down a counter while ice cubes melt and jostle in the whiskey glass laid in front of the bar's singular customer.
Oh, there he is.
There he is. He's
The sound.
That's Kiryu.
right. I've written down Kiryu's dead, so I'm scoring it out.
That's Suzuki.
Suzuki. Jesus, remember Suzuki. Okay.
I
Taxi drivers.
I don't.
So.
He's in a red shirt. Kiryu didn't wear a red shirt. Remember, Kiryu wore a white shirt.
Monty, that's Kazuma Kiryu there.
Don't worry, I've got you covered. I've got my notebook, everyone. I wrote down Kiryu's dead at the beginning, and I've just scored it out, so we're good to go.
The sounds of smooth jazz underscore as Cosmo Kiryu takes a frustrated drag from his cigarette, looking over with a mixed expression at a basket in the corner of the room. The mama refills Kiryu's glass, asking with a concerned expression if he's sure about this. Don't you think it's almost time? Nah, he should be fine for now. Kiryu replies, looking at the basket. I just want to enjoy my drink a while longer. He looks tired, worn down, as he takes a slow sip from his glass. Suddenly, the door flies open, a man in a garish blue shirt storming up to Kiryu. You, outside now, Kiryu. Thought I told you I don't want to see your sorry ass in here again.
So the southern accents have come
Strong
back. That's
start.
good. Yeah, love it. Yeah.
I may have promised the mods that there will be a variety of southern accents.
Oh, good.
We're going to see how that goes.
You've used quite a broad one there. Let's see how specific you can go with the others.
The mama scolds the man, telling him to be more polite to her customers. His tone immediately changes as he turns to the mama with puppy dog eyes, whining about how he's been coming round to her place way longer than Kiryu. Is she really going to pick Kiryu over him? Little old him.
Yeah, look how handsome he is.
He is. The man slams his fist down on the counter in front of Kiryu, getting close and telling him how he's really in for a whooping this time.
Does he not know who he is?
He's the dragon of
He's the
Dojima.
most famous man in Japan.
Demanding again that he gets outside, going to leave himself. Kiryu continues sitting, again taking a sip from his glass, infuriating the man who storms back in, slapping it from his hand and sending it flying and shattering into the wall behind Kiryu, shouting about how he won't let him ignore him. Hey, Nagamo-kun, the mama scolds, immediately sending the man back into puppy mode, getting low, bashfully telling her that he'll pay her back. Sorry about that, Kyo-chan. Kiryu gets up, telling Kyo that he won't be long, and heads outside. Like hell you won't. I'm gonna make sure you get gone for good. Nagamo goes to follow, stopping briefly to give a cheesy grin at Kyo, telling her that he'll stop by soon. The camera flies wide over the quiet neighborhood of Jingaicho, Onomichi, in the Hiroshima prefecture.
Oh, so we're somewhere new.
We're somewhere new this game.
What are you going to call it? Jingaicho?
Jingaicho.
We generally call it Onomichi.
Onomichi, okay.
It's generally Onomichi. Jingaicho is the neighborhood they're in, but Onomichi is the city.
Cool.
A new map?
God,
Pushing the boat out, weren't they?
A new map.
Ooh.
Kiryu heads outside to a small lot nestled amongst the quiet alleys where Nagamo awaits him, impatiently pacing.
An empty lot?
An empty lot. Yeah. He starts call back. He starts rambling, saying how he won't let punks like Kiryu walk free. He just made a fool out of him in front of the woman that he loves. What the fuck, my guy? The Hiroshima Yakuza don't take kindly to trash like him. You hear? Kiryu checks his watch. Hey, can we get this over with? I'm on a schedule here. It's really going to mess up my plans if I have to listen to any more of this hot air. Nagamo comes sprinting at him for a combat tutorial.
Yeah.
In our beautiful, beautiful new Dragon engine. It is very... It's not awful combat, but it's rough.
No offense to this guy. What's the name of the guy that started on Kiryu?
Nagamo.
No offense to Nagamo, but he screamed combat tutorial energy.
Oh,
The second he walked in.
It's shorthand for small dick energy, really, isn't it? But
Yeah. Mate, you're not even the combat tutorial.
Nagamo sways side to side, struggling to get himself back to his feet, shouting about how this was only round one. But Kiryu doesn't have time for this shit, telling him that if he wants a fight, to go find someone else. Not everyone is as free as he is. Kiryu makes it back to the bar where the mama welcomes him back as Kiryu lets out a sigh of relief, saying how he made it in time. He reaches into the thick duffel bag in the seat next to him, pulling something out. White powder falls to the bar as Kiryu levels off a heaping scoop.
Oh.
The mama comes back, offering Kiryu a kettle, which he accepts gracefully, pouring it into the container in front of him.
Formula.
He tightens the lid, shaking vigorously, before lifting a baby's bottle, inspecting it with a satisfied nod before turning to the corner of the room.
Surprised that wasn't a mini game.
No comment. He looks down, smiling. Here. Sorry to keep you waiting. Small hands reach up towards Kiryu's. I also would like to say that they absolutely, all of him shaking this bottle is out of frame and lower.
Of course, yeah.
It is absolutely like they frame this entire thing like he's doing drugs here. Like he pulls out the scoop and he levels it up so carefully, and like you see the white powder fall to the table, And he's like under here and he's like shaking it out of camera and he pulls it up and it's like, oh baby.
Okay, so he's really not beating back the deadbeat dad energy here, is he? Because he's taken this baby to a bar,
Left it in the bar,
just on the floor in a bar clearly
He's
where the
smoking
Yakuza
over
operate,
it.
smoking, having a drink, and then he says sorry for keeping you waiting, which implies that baby was like hungry. It was time for that baby's bottle.
Small hands reach up towards Kiryu's face as he offers a bottle to a giggling, grinning baby in a small wicker basket,
Aw.
who greedily accepts, suckling away excitedly. Kiryu looks down at
Greedy
him.
little shit.
Kiryu looks down at him with a warm expression, letting out a small laugh. You really can throw them back, Haruto.
Haruto
is the baby. Okay, so whose baby is it? Is it his?
Has Kiryu ever had sex?
Good question.
Does he know what to do?
We flash back to 4 years prior.
Oh, holy shit.
Ooh.
We're at the Japan Dome in Tokyo. Dreamline's inaugural concert as Kiryu's adoptive daughter Haruka takes the stage. We see the scene of her from Yakuza 5 addressing the crowd, telling the story of her once Yakuza father, cut alongside clips of Kiryu bleeding out as he drags his way through the snow-covered streets of Tokyo. We see the closing moments of Yakuza 5, Kiryu collapsing to a heap in a puddle of his own blood in the quiet neighborhood street. The last thing he sees being Haruka as the life fades from his eyes. The scene fades back in to the sound of sirens as we move over to Toto University Hospital. Kiryu is cleaned and sleeping painfully in a bed, Haruka by his side, still in her idol outfit, not having changed since she ran off stage. She looks at him anxiously as the doors slide open, one Shun Akiyama walking in to tell Haruka that he's spoken to the doctor. Kiryu is going to pull through.
Look at that shiny hair.
Oh, he looks so good. He looks so good.
Is Akiyama a presence in this game, or is this going to be the only time we see him? Because I'm happy about that. I want to see him more.
Akiyama's here.
Good.
He tells her that her address to the world is the center of news broadcasts nationwide, but it may not turn out how she wanted. After all, announcing something like that to a packed stadium while the Tojo and the Omi are tearing each other apart in the streets, their quiet, peaceful life may not be possible for quite some time. But Akiyama knows that they'll be fine. He has faith. He asks what their next plan is. Will they go back to Morning Glory? Haruka looks over at a photo of the Morning Glory kids, agreeing that, yeah, their family's waiting.
Oh.
Akiyama says how it looks like Kamurocho is going to get a bit lonelier. Meanwhile, outside, a crowd of police detectives walk briskly through the halls. Outside Kiryu's room wait Majima and Saejima, keeping guard. They stroll up to the pair, Majima asking what they want, but Saejima knows. They're here to arrest him again. He still has time to serve.
Oh, there I go.
Oh,
Back to prison again.
Back to prison for Saejima once more.
God damn.
Are you glad that we don't play as him in this game?
Yes.
Only 4 years though, right? He's only got 4 years left to serve.
God fucking knows he broke out again. He doesn't make a fuss, willingly extending his wrists as the police cuff him. From across the hall, Detective Date watches on, a frustrated scowl on his face. Saejima tells Majima that cleaning up the Tojo is up to him while he's bored out of his mind in a cell. The police aren't done though, asking if this is Kiryu's room, before not even waiting for an answer and strolling right in. The lead inspector looks over, telling Haruka and Akiyama to remain calm. Kiryu Kazuma, under suspicion of assault and destruction of private property, you are under arrest. The scene shifts to New Serena, where Haruka and Akiyama have moved with Detective Date and the mama. They watch the news broadcast of Kiryu's arrest as Date frustratedly growls that this was all just a performance to win back public approval. Now, obviously, the Omi are the ones at the fault for the war in Yakuza 5. But, to the public, none of the politics matter. Yakuza are Yakuza. If the police don't take someone in from both sides as a scapegoat, the public are going to riot. Akiyama asks if Date can do anything. Isn't Kiryu his responsibility? Date snaps the fact that Kiryu isn't a child. He isn't anybody's responsibility. But, weirdly, it does seem that Kiryu is the only one getting in trouble. The rest of the clan isn't even getting a slap on the wrist. But Date reminds him that if they went for the officers, who would keep the clan in check? They can't risk reigniting the war that just ended. Haruka asks if Kiryu's going back to jail. Date responding that if he gets a good lawyer, he should be able to avoid jail time, but that depends on Kiryu. And well, he and Kiryu have known each other a long time. He knows how Kiryu thinks. which causes Haruka to look down sadly because she also fucking knows.
Wait, you're saying this is all on my dad? Oh, God. Never gonna see him again.
God.
Meanwhile, in the hospital, Kiryu sees the light.
Oh.
He sees a mind palace of ghosts of everybody that he's ever known and loved.
Who did you point to there?
Is that
Oh, is that Nishiki?
Nishiki.
Oh.
I will tell you, no, it's not.
Is Nishiki here?
No, he's not.
Wow.
None of the ones that he has mind palaced in the past are here.
Well, okay.
Weirdly.
Who's this? Who are all these then?
You
That's
know,
Akiyama. I think
you
that
know
purple
all
suit.
of them.
That's the Moron Glory kids at the back.
dead.
That's Dati.
I thought this was all dead people.
No, it's him remembering everybody as he dies.
Notably, the most forefront figures are Haruka, obviously, and Goro Majima, of course.
His love.
I will also say that we very much have the left side being his non-underworld friends and the right side being his underworld friends.
Oh, yeah.
Which I'm not sure if is intentional, but it's nice. Everyone important to Kiryu is here. Haruka, Majima, Saejima, Date, Akiyama, Dojima, the kids. He remembers fondly his time with them before slowly walking into the light.
So happy that Daigo made the cut.
Right.
His eyes open. Are you awake, fourth chairman? Kiryu turns his head to the side to see Daigo. Also in hospital attire, sat in a wheelchair by his bedside. Kiryu chuckles. Looks like things aren't going so well for either of us, sixth chairman. Daigo tells Kiryu that he's heard rumors asking if they can go get some air and talk. Kiryu grabs his crutches and the pair head to the roof, Date telling him that he's heard that Kiryu is going to be returning to jail. He asks Kiryu why isn't he getting a lawyer? He could avoid this, but Kiryu needs to, for peace. If he goes back to Morning Glory now, Haruka and the kids will never know peace. No matter how he spins it, he's ex-Yakuza, and now Haruka's tied into it. The media is going to be even more vigilant now that now that society has him in the spotlight. Haruka and him may be able to handle it, but the other kids, if he wants to greet them with his head held high, he needs to take responsibility. Daigo understands, but he doesn't know how long he'll be in for. Is he willing to make the kids wait? But Kiryu needs to walk free with a clear conscience. On that stage, Haruka took pride in calling him family. He needs to know that he deserves that honor before going back to the orphanage.
It's fine. Haruka could put aside a dream for 4 years and, do groceries and look after the kids and raise them.
6 months pass.
Don't like that look you just gave me.
6 months pass, and we see Haruka at the prison, waiting at a visitation window as a guard leads Kiryu into the room, rocking his shaved head once more. We haven't seen that in a long time.
Oh, it's so wrong.
So how many times he's twice he's been to jail now,
This is
right?
the second time he's been to jail.
Second time, because Yakuza 1 was the first.
Yeah, after his 10-year stint. They talk. Haruka saying how everyone wanted to see him, but it would have cost them too much to get them all here. But he doesn't need to worry. Everybody in Okinawa is treating them well. There have been a few reporters, but she's handled them. He apologizes to her for not being able to help, telling her that if all goes well, he'll make parole in 3 years. He understands that it's a long time, but he's going to make sure that she's never ashamed to call him family again. I don't think she was ashamed. She wouldn't have said it on a stage in front of thousands of people.
You've just misread this. This is all because you not understand something.
But like she said, she fucking knows how Cosmo Kiryu thinks. She looks sad, saying how she doesn't regret her time as an idol, but it broke her heart to have to stay away from him. It made her realize how close they really were, how important he was. She really meant everything that she said on that stage. Until then, she had always taken their time together for granted, but she's not a kid anymore. She can keep her chin up. No matter how far apart they are, they're still family. She knows that in her heart. She laughs, saying that what she came to tell him would be way too embarrassing for her to have told him once he's back. And they share a laugh and a smile as she heads back to Okinawa. We move to Okinawa, where it's dinner time at the Morning Glory Orphanage. Haruka and Ayako act almost as the parents of the house. If you remember, Ayako is the second oldest after Haruka, doing the cooking and corralling the other kids around the table. Koji is sprawled out, reading his manga, while beside him, Riona watches on as Shiro plays a stock market simulator on his tablet.
What a nerd. Fucking geek.
Oh, really giving into the evil Tai Chi.
Yeah.
Now he's evil on a financial level.
And remind me, there is no parental supervision of these children, right?
It's normally just Kiryu.
Yeah, cool.
So, no.
He's got a dad like Kiryu. He probably does believe in like trickle-down economics, you know?
Taichi says how Mitsuo's almost home from baseball practice. Seems that he's gunning for a scholarship and to go pro. And sure enough, soon enough, he comes through the door, bat swung over his shoulder, airy in tow. The kids are a well-oiled family, all helping each other, excited to show Uncle Kaz how great they've become in his time away. Izumi giggles, wondering if Uncle Kaz could have guessed that Mitsuo would go pro. They talk around the table saying not to jinx it. He's still in middle school, and they tease Koji for him being, the big baseball one in the past games. Now he's kind of given up on it.
Yeah.
Mitsuo's not sure, though. They take things into account, their grades, living situation, and the mood becomes tense when he mentions that them looking into living situations. Koji asking if, ain't it bad that he lives here, though? Plates fall awkwardly to the table as everyone turns to look at Haruka, who looks down, ashamed. Taichi calls him a dumbass as Mitsuo lightens the mood, saying how they approached him for the scholarship knowing full well that he was a Morning Glory kid. If it doesn't work out, he just wasn't good enough. That night, Haruka sits alone at a beach, looking down at her phone. Social media posts with pictures of her and the other. Headlines like, Yakuza girl spotted at Morning Glory. She scrolls the comments. It's scary how Haruka Sawamura just waltzed back to Okinawa. Morning Glory is a Yakuza safe house. No. Uncle Kaz, what am I supposed to do? She puts her phone down, a sob escaping her. I knew it. I never should have come back here. That night, Haruka gets up, packing a single bag as she looks at her sleeping siblings, apologizing to them before heading to go. She heads to the door, putting on her shoes and getting up to go before. So you're really leaving, Haruka-chan? She turns to see Ayako, who asks if it's because of this, holding a magazine out in front of her. A double spread article with pictures of them and the orphanage, the headline reading, exclusive. Where is the Yakuza idol Haruka Sawamura 6 months later? Ex-Tojo clan Yakuza Kei-san has deep ties to Okinawan orphanage.
Well, actually, it wasn't because of that. It was because of something online, but I'm definitely leaving now. You've shown me that. Oh, sorry. It wasn't this one. Is it because of this one? No? Is it that guy in the bush with the camera? Have you seen him? These kids are going to have some, as orphans they did already, some horrific abandonment issues.
Ayako asks if it's because she's worried about Mitsuo's scholarship, but it's not just him. All of them could get opportunities like that in the future. She doesn't want to risk all of their futures. Ayako looks down sadly, understanding Haruka's fears. I never realized how harsh life can be. Uncle Kaz did, though. That's why he's in jail now. Ayako asks, so what, though? Where is she going to go? What's she going to do? Haruka smiles, saying that she just wants to be closer to Uncle Kaz. Ayako asks if he knows that she's leaving, but no, she'll tell him this decision on her own. Ayako says that she'll write a letter then to tell him that Haruka's coming, but she quickly shouts no, saying that she'll tell him once they're together.
Oh my god, is she going to go like glass a cop, get herself arrested, become Kiryu's cellmate?
Ayako seems to understand, as she just offers a small nod, watching as Haruka turns, opens the door, and with a small goodbye, walks out into the night.
Poor Ayako. That's my Sunday plan, scarpered.
The opening credits begin to roll as Haruka, in fact, does not go to Tokyo, but instead gets on a boat.
Oh.
Bound for who knows where.
Is it deliberate that we've not seen her face, or is that just so happens to be the case?
There's just
a screenshot.
Coincidental
Okay.
screenshots. You have. She looks sadly at the PS3 era graphics on the same fucking picture of the Morning Glory kids that they've been using since Yakuza 3. She's really sad that they don't have a better quality picture. Back at Morning Glory, we see the kids gathered around the table expectantly. Ayako looking sad and scared, not knowing how to tell them. In the prison yard, Kiryu looks to the sky, his heart filled with hope for a future with his kids when he gets out soon. And finally, we see the neon streets of Kamurocho. The camera pans through the streets which also Kamurocho looks fucking stellar in Dragon Engine. Like the way they did the lighting, especially like the neon signs. Oh, it looks so good. Finally, we see the neon streets of Kamurocho. The camera pans through the streets before coming to rest on a homeless man, sat alone on the side of a building. He looks up. His face goes wide in fear as he sees people running through the streets, screaming. He jumps to his feet. He heads to a public park where Akiyama is sitting on pieces of cardboard, sharing a drink with some of his homeless friends, as the scared homeless run up to him, shouting how, Little Asia's up in flames! Akiyama jumps to his feet. Near Little Asia, Detective Date and an officer push through the crowd of screaming civilians as they head towards Little Asia. Date getting briefed that several fires were reported all around Little Asia at roughly the same time. It could be arson. The fire department is on their way. Evacuation is proceeding well, but the fire is spreading quickly. Date looks up at the fire. What a mess. The camera pans out to an overhead view of the fire as it pulls back to a man in a suit, watching as the buildings burn from a penthouse, a glass of wine in his hand. What do you think? Quite a view, isn't it? These flames should serve as proof of our dedication to the cause. The camera flashes between three shadowed figures, all with their own wine glass, as the first man continues watching the fire below. Gentlemen, lasting prosperity is now within arm's reach. Shall we toast to that? He turns to the three men, and they all raise their glasses. He joins them, downing his glass, before turning back to look at the fire, a sadistic smile spreading across his face, bathed in the glow of his destruction.
Very nice. I take it we don't learn this person's name right now.
No, cool mystery and setup.
Villain reveal.
Cool villain reveal. I like that he seems to just be some form of businessman, not a big fat Yakuza guy.
I was thinking that. Do you think
like,
that's it? Do you think this is like another entire group of people entirely who are like, right, it's time to wrestle control away from like the Yakuza.
Yakuza's
all
weak,
together.
Kiryu's in jail, etc., etc. Yep.
But also, like I said, with this game being nonstop, we're 10 minutes into this game, and fucking all this shit's already happened.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot to cover.
It's a lot for 10 fucking minutes.
I hope we're not doing secret Koreans again. Remember Yakuza 2, the secret Koreans?
That was a low point.
That was a low point. Yeah, good game though. Good story.
Yeah.
Chapter 1, The Price of Freedom. 3 years go by. The Okinawan sun shines brightly as birds chirp in the trees, waves crashing on the beach, and footsteps grow louder as a familiar gray suit makes its way back towards the Morning Glory orphanage. The door slides open, Izumi walking out as her eyes go wide, seeing the man in front of her. Kiryu chokes back a small tear, telling her that she's gotten so tall. Also, I will cry during this game. You can't stop me. You'll probably cry too. She rushes up to him, shouting about how did he get back so quickly, before shouting into the house that Uncle Kaz is back. Taichi sprints out, wrapping Kiryu in a bear hug, crying softly as he buries his face in Kiryu's chest, saying how he thought that he'd never come home.
No wonder. Honestly. Honor doesn't pay the bills, Kiryu. You know?
Taxpayer money does. The rest of the kids rush out to Kiryu, wrapping him in hugs as he embraces each one, saying how big they've all gotten. They all look so grown up now. Ayako watches from the doorway, putting her hand on her mouth as she turns to hide her sobs as Izumi asks Kiryu if Haruka has come back with him. Kiryu's confused. She isn't with him. Is she not here? The kids are confused in return, saying how she said that she'd be with him. Taichi rallies the others, everyone agreeing with him as he turns to Ayako, saying how that's what she told him, isn't it? She can't do anything but sob harder, just saying that she's sorry over and over again.
You'd think Haruka would have left like a phone number. It is 2015, it's call me when something happens. Oh.
They all sit down at a table as Ayako lays out the truth to Kiryu. Haruka left about 3 years ago. She used to call every once in a while.
No plot holes.
No plot holes.
Good job preempting my next line. She used to call every once in a while, but even those stopped about a year ago. It was all very strange. Haruka isn't the type to just disappear. She did say that she was living near Kiryu, though. Kiryu's face contorts as Taichi shouts at Ayako to get in touch with her then, but she can't. All of Haruka's calls were from payphones. She seemingly canceled her cell contract right after leaving Morning Glory.
Ugh, it's annoying.
Mitsuo shouts at Ayako for her and Haruka always treating them like kids, but she just didn't want them to worry. And she really did believe that there was a chance that she was with Kiryu. The kids don't understand. Does Haruka hate them?
It's a real father-like daughter move by Haruka there, isn't it?
Very,
like,
yes.
Yeah.
Well, no
I'm
wonder.
doing it for your own good, cutting off all contact. It's like, it's so much easier if you just keep in touch, please.
She's had this family on her back since she was about 5 years old.
Good point.
It's like, she's had enough.
How old are the kids of Morning Glory by this point? I don't need individually, but
They're like
collectively.
13, 14.
The oldest ones are probably high school at this point. Like Ayako,
Oh, okay.
Ayako, Taichi, Mitsuo are probably high school.
Can't wait for them all to be player characters in Yakuza 8.
I think even the youngest, Eri, is probably late middle school at this point.
If a single one of them makes it into the Yakuza,
We are
Kiryu
screwed.
has failed.
The
Yeah.
kids don't understand. Does Haruka hate them? Weren't things good? Why would she leave? Ayako sadly pulls out the magazine, walking over and handing it to... She's kept it for 3 fucking years. Walking out and handing it to Kiryu, who of course says that it's no one's fault but his own, swearing that he's going to go and find Haruka. He'll bring her back. They disperse, Kiryu quickly touching base with evil Shiro on his tablet in the corner.
Folks, it's Shiro, and Chase is once again giving Shiro red eyes like in Yakuza 3 and a bloody knife lying next to him.
I don't know. That's just
He's-
Shiro.
he's-
I
I'm
didn't
so
edit
glad
this.
that's returned.
I didn't edit this.
If this is your first Lord Up episode, you're going to have to go back.
He's
I'm
in the
sorry.
corner. He's creating a meme coin right now. I can tell.
Kiryu, did you see what Elon has tweeted?
Daddy Elon says we're going to Mars.
Shiro's sat on his tablet in the corner, seemingly having done research into Haruka's whereabouts, but no one has seen her, and she went dark on social media as well. Kiryu thanks him, saying that his best bet then is likely to head back to Kamurocho.
Yeah.
He has an acquaintance who knows everything.
Oh, good. I'm glad we're getting the Flora Society shit out of the way early.
Yeah.
So he's not going to be a later plot contrivance.
If anyone would know what happened to her, it's him. Evil Shiro promises to keep an eye on the net in case anything comes up.
Shiro, in prison, I did tend to see you in my dreams. Was that? Yes, I know.
Is it a Jekyll and Hyde situation then? Do you have evil Shiro and good Shiro?
No,
Like,
he's just a vampire.
just always
He's
evil.
just a
Okay,
vampire.
Okay.
Welcome to his dark twisted mind. Follow him at XXX bloody meme coins.
Is the new Yakuza
XXX.
3 DLC Dark Tides about Shiro?
Yes, it's about Mine. Yeah, for anybody wondering, we're recording this a few days before Yakuza Kiwami 3 comes out. No, we will not be covering it. At most, if anything major comes out of Dark Tides, I will throw in a passing comment. But all the reviews for Kiwami 3 look awful right now.
Look,
So
We have
franchises-
already done Yakuza
And we already
3.
did 3.
Yeah. And we all have beloved franchises that have pulled this bullshit, so it's okay to criticize it. But yeah, going back
Honestly,
to old
the
games
big-
and remaking them and changing key moments is so
Oh, see,
frustrating.
that's dumb. The bigger dumb is that they have delisted the older versions of 0, 1, and 2.
Oh my god.
Which
I mean,
were the
that's
cheaper
just-
ones, and now replace them with the upgraded versions that you can only get for full 2026 market price.
Yeah, that's just predatory.
Should we just very quick sidebar then? It could, because I actually don't know. In 20 seconds, can you tell me what they've changed?
Mine survives. Mine, remember he falls
The
off the
villain.
roof. Well, okay, so this is based on leaks. To be very clear,
Yeah.
this is based on leaks. A few things. One, what's his name? Rikio.
Yeah.
Has been recast for no apparent reason. His new actor is bad. Has no character. We've lost the entire Rikio character. Same with whatever the patriarchal family's name. Him, I'm more indifferent on than Rikio. But and then the bigger one is that based on leaks, because again the game hasn't come out. This is based on leaks. But from what we keep hearing, when Mine falls off the roof at the end, he lands in a bush and survives.
Why?
So shit. He lands in a bush.
That's literally, was it the other guys at the start? Aim for the bushes.
I do think there was one other change, but I can't remember what it was. I think that's the main one that people are getting pissed about. It's kind of very similar to how in the Zero remake they made Lee survive for no apparent reason.
Yeah,
Maybe so they can bring him back in a future game. Probably not.
it's frustrating.
I mean, we've not seen him yet, have we? We've gone through a bunch of Kiwamis and we've not.
Anyhow, going back. He heads to Ayako, telling her of his plan. He's going to meet with the Master of Information, Akiyama.
Oh.
He's helped Haruka before in both Osaka and Kamurocho.
Guess it tracks.
I mean, I'm glad to see more Akiyama, but I really thought we were doing Florist of Sai.
Kiryu heads to the phone and calls Akiyama, but the number's out of service. What a perfectly convenient reason to force us to go to Kamurocho to find out him ourselves and give us a game.
So there's no one else we can call that we know to go, hey, have you got Akiyama's number?
You promised us no Kiryu walking about the streets bullshit, Chase.
Also,
I did. Correct.
Akiyama has a successful business. Can you not go in the yellow pages and look up the business?
It's been 3 years.
I know, but they don't have a Facebook page.
Yeah, but like, what's happened to Akiyama in 3 years? Who knows?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Do we have to make the journey, or can we call up one of our buddies and go, do you know if anything happened to...
Kiryu doesn't know anybody else.
Hey, Majima, can you go check on Akiyama for me? I've not heard from him in a while.
Hey, Daigoat, are you still in touch with... You got a loan recently?
Like, he can't... Remember, he went to prison to separate himself from the Yakuza. He can't talk to Daigo.
All right.
Not allowed.
Wonder how long that'll last. Gonna give it 18 minutes.
Set your timers.
The next morning, the kids see him off again. Him promising that he won't be gone for long this time. He'll come right back once he's found Akiyama. He promises that he's going to bring Haruka back. And he tells them that... And telling them once again that he definitely will not be long. He heads off. Our boy dons his finest suit, returning at last to his old home.
His old hunting grounds.
Yes.
How do I always end up back in this damn city? He starts heading for Sky Finance, but he doesn't make it far down the street when... Stop right there! Kiryu spins around to see... Date!
Oh, okay.
He rushes up saying how he knew that it was him. When did he get out? He kept telling the higher-ups to let him know. What the fuck, my guys? Anyway, Kiryu, you're old as fuck. Kiryu agrees that it's catching up on him, but like Date can talk.
Chase, I'd like to make a... Not Chase, sorry. Neil, I'd like to make a bet. You said 18 minutes, and I'm watching it now on the thing before he bumps into a Yakuza person. I'd like to actually put money on the table for that and make it 10.
Okay, cool.
Okay?
But from when? Because we've already been going for 3 minutes.
Do you want to go from now?
Well, from now, mine would be 15 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, deal.
Cool. All right, deal. Right, shake hands. There you go. £5.
Kiryu agrees that it's catching up on him, but like Date can talk. Anyway, Date has been swamped working on a murder. A Tojo guy got stabbed by a Chinese immigrant. Seems that the Tojo's mid-war with the Triads, and it isn't going well. That fire from last year actually finally cost the Tojo their foothold in Kamurocho.
Wow.
Oh.
Little Asia went up in smoke, and the Sayao Triad smelled blood in the water. Even civilians have been fair game in the ensuing war. The cops have been desperate, so pinned the whole thing on the Tojo. Both Majima and Daigo were arrested 6 months ago.
Whoa.
As for who's now calling the shots at HQ, it's some senior advisor named Sugai.
Sorry, just getting our notepads.
Yep, Sugai. Okay.
Tojo clan.
Sugai in charge.
Kiryu doesn't personally know him, but he does know the name. He's been around since the time of the second chairman. So fair enough that he's, kind of running the show now. He warns Kiryu to stay far away from the Tojo, and I'm sure that's exactly what's going to happen.
Of course.
Anyway.
At least for another 12 minutes, please.
8 minutes, please.
Anyway, Kiryu fills him in, much to Date's horror. He tells Kiryu that Akiyama closed up shop. He doesn't actually know what happened to him after that. It does seem that it's temporary. He's probably still in Kamurocho, but he's heard whispers that the Triads are after him, so he's laying low. Anyway, Date needs to get back to work. He warns Kiryu to stay away from Little Asia, and he'll call him later. Kiryu heads over to Sky Finance, confirming that Date is, in fact, not a filthy liar, before heading into New Serena to surprise the mama. She tells him that every day is murder day. She doesn't know anything else.
Wow.
Yikes.
Bloody hell.
Anyway, remember how Date said not to go to Little Asia?
Yeah.
Well, Date, besties, not only has Little Asia not been burned down, it's more built up and popping than ever before. Remember that the last time we saw Little Asia was in Yakuza 4, where it was really just a collection of really tight, narrow alleys where kind of all of the Chinese immigrants had been shoved by the Tojo and been like, you guys can have this little shithole in the corner. It is gorgeous now. It is massive, built up,
kind of like marbled,
traditional,
tiled streets here, folks. Anyone listening along? Beautiful, sort of like
beautiful
Italian
Chinese architecture.
streets.
It's popping with customers. It's very clearly very, very popular. Even has its own torii gate.
Can I ask a question, please?
Yeah.
because obviously it seems like we're going to do Chinese community, we're going to do triads. Are the writers of this game less racist than they were back in the
Previously,
day?
yeah.
I think so, yes.
Okay, good.
This personally to me feels more respectful. Obviously, as a white person,
Oh,
I
yeah,
cannot
we are
fully comment,
very
but
unqualified.
at least to me, it does feel more respectful overall.
Is the current implication, whether or not we know this for a fact or not, but is the current implication that the Triads burned down Little Asia as some false flag attack to get the Tojo off the map?
Right now, all we know is
can
that they
certainly think
swooped
that.
in and took advantage afterwards. How amazing would it be if, because this has happened so many times when he shows back up and they go, Kiryu, the Tojo are at war with X. Brilliant for him once to go, oh, God, crazy. Anyway, wild.
That really sucks, guys.
Good luck with that. I made a promise.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But yeah, Little Asia is gorgeous, and it's very quick construction for having burnt down only a year ago. They must clearly have a lot of resources. No wonder the Tojo are struggling. Kiryu strolls in for a tour while the camera pans up to a window above where, in one of the buildings, a number of Tojo members sit around a table for a meeting. They look tensely over at the man stood at the doorway. A larger man in a green suit with some sick little round glasses. I appreciate the courage that you've shown in coming here. However, there will be no tolerance for Tojo arrogance here in Little Asia. Ed-san, the Tojo man responds. So this guy's name is Ed.
Ed.
You'll have to take this at face value, but we aren't looking for violence today. All we want is your boss to hear what we have to say. We've risked our lives to be here today. Ed scoffs, pointing out the gun in the Tojo man's pocket, but as if he's strolling into enemy territory, not strapped. Just protection. Ed doesn't have time for any of this. He knows all the Tojo want is for them to contain themselves to the tiny box that is Little Asia, and the Tojo man doesn't deny it, saying that the Tojo is prepared to officially recognize Little Asia as their territory. But if they take one step outside, there will be no mercy. Ed scoffs again, asking if what's already happened. Ed scoffs again, asking if what's already happened has been lenient then. Anyway, his boss has already given him an answer to their ultimatum, but his Japanese isn't quite so good, so he wants to give it directly to the Tojo boss. He'll want to know everything that's about to happen. He starts walking towards the table, the Tojo men jumping to their feet, drawing their guns. If you wanted to shoot me, you should have already done it. Ed grabs the table, flipping it up to shield their shots before dashing out from behind him.
Oh my God.
A curved knife in his hand, stabbing it hard into the throat of the nearest man. The head Tojo man shoots, but Ed deftly dodges, causing the shot to hit one of the other Tojo men. The remaining Tojo men turn their guns on Ed, but before they can get a shot off, they find themselves surrounded as several Triad men rush the room, forming a line behind Ed with far more firepower than the Tojo. Seeing that they're beat, the Tojo lower their weapons, watching as Ed slowly walks over to the shot Tojo man, writhing in pain. He kneels beside him as he places the curve of his blade on the man's throat. This is the Saiyao Triad's answer. Still watching the man, he looks cruelly at the eyes of the Tojo, a smile crossing his face as he slowly carves the knife through the man's throat.
Ed is menacing, folks.
Ed's fucking bloodthirsty.
Just to describe him for anyone listening, Ed is a sort of big bull of a man, shaved head, thick gold chains, little circular sunglasses, those little John Lennon sunglasses, kind of goatee, and this vicious grin, and his face is kind of splattered with blood from the curved.
Yeah, I'm trying to describe his knife as well. His knife, I think they're called karambwans.
Okay.
It's kind of like a little tiny knife, maybe like palm-sized, curved blade, and a little like loop at the end, so he's able to like spin around his finger.
Ooh.
And it's like kind of one of those ones that you hold behind, and it's meant for like slicing, kind of gutting.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus.
vicious.
Yeah, so
Well,
he's vicious.
I like Edward. I've got to say, big fan of Edward.
This is also the
Scary
best
Edward.
these games have ever looked.
Yeah,
that
that's
is
unreal.
a photorealistic man.
Yes.
Incredible.
Knifey Edward.
Knifey Edward writing that down.
Sorry.
Yeah, stop playing for time. I've still got a minute.
Kiryu walks through the street.
Damn it.
Kiryu walks through the street as the Tojo men flee from the building, a group of Triad following after as they go. The Triad turn to see Kiryu, one saying how he doesn't like his look and going for a punch, which obviously Kiryu grabs with ease.
Chase, I've got a very
No,
long
you don't.
and detailed question
you
about
don't.
the
There's
combat
30
system in this
seconds.
game.
Keep going.
How many
obviously-
styles of combat are there in this
One.
one? What style is it? Is it
Dragon
Kiryu's
style.
Dragon
Move on.
style? Now, remind me, is that the one with
No.
the breakdancing? Or is that...
I mean, Kiryu can break dance for sure.
Kiryu can breakdance?
Have you not
20
seen
And does he?
Have you not seen Saturday Night?
And does he breakdance in this one
Kiryu knocks that guy
particularly?
Kiryu's a
back
good
and
guy.
says, "Hello, Tojo man. Let's talk about the plot."
Is there anything else you would tell me about the gameplay?
The Triad man goes for a punch, which obviously Kiryu grabs with ease. Weird way to say hello. Kiryu knocks the snot out of the man and tries to get Akiyama's
Damn it! Sorry.
location out of them, but obviously little grunty combat tutorial lads know jack shit. Meanwhile, the Tojo men from before watch on from the entrance to Little Asia. The eyes of the one at the head going wide. There's no mistaking it. That's the fourth chairman. The Dragon of Dojima is back? They run off, saying that HQ needs to hear about this.
Damn it! So he doesn't even speak to them. That's fine. Good. Okay.
I also have a comment here that Kiryu, I'm doing 3 years hard time to atone for my sins. Cosma immediately does a crime the second that he's out of prison.
It's time for me to make a change.
Gonna make a change.
Right after I work out.
Yeah.
Not having any further leads, Kiryu heads back to Sky Finance, but he's surprised to find the entrance to our favorite back lot guarded by a Triad. Luckily, despite some initial resistance, Kiryu saying, pretty please, convinces the man to let Kiryu come back and join the fun murder party that they're all having in the back alley.
Jesus Christ.
The would-be murderers swing their swords around, baffled as to why the guard at the front of the alley let Kiryu back here, but he's all, I don't know, my guy, he just really wanted to come back here. And so the rest of them are
Not
like,
a lot of people ask. I just...
You guys doing a murder back there?
the rest of them decide that Kiryu probably should need to die too. Kind of weird. I don't speak a word of Chinese, but I got the gist of that. Kiryu murder parties them and rescues the man who tells Kiryu that he is a new Tojo recruit. But the Triad are going after anyone they want. No one is safe. It's indiscriminate violence in Kamurocho. Anyone with half a brain is in hiding. So clearly not him. Kiryu comments about how that must be why he can't find Akiyama. Duh. Invoking a surprised reaction from Tojo Boy, who, yay, happens to know Akiyama. He actually saw him recently, looking pretty rough, chilling with a bunch of homeless people over at the children's park. Anyway, the boy introduces himself as Murota from the Jinsei family. He
Do I
thinks
need to remember the Jinsei family?
I don't think so.
Cool.
This guy's a random. He
okay.
thanks Kiryu again for saving him and asks for his name, walking off after getting it. Kiryu watches as he walks away, mumbling under his breath. Kiryu? Cosmo Kiryu? No way. that couldn't have been him, right? Anyway, Kiryu heads over to the children's park where we find that homeless guy from the cutscene before who freaked out about the fire. He's initially resistant to giving Kiryu any info, but upon hearing who he is and realizes that he recognizes Kiryu from TV, the guy admits that Akiyama is close and would probably want to see Kiryu. But first, he needs lunch. Kiryu grabs him a bento and the man stands up, pulling aside the cardboard box he's sitting on to reveal a sewer grate to the underworld below. He heads down, finding the small homeless camp where he goes up to the largest cardboard shelter, pulling aside the curtain to reveal a sleeping Akiyama at long last. He's shocked to see Kiryu after so long, but of course welcomes him in, apologizing that he might not really be able to offer much. They catch up on the recent goings-on. Sky Finance is temporarily closed. He even sent Hana-chan back to her family in the countryside for her safety. But luckily, he's doing all right, all things considered. Anyway, Kiryu finally gets to what brought him to Kamurocho in the first place, Haruka's whereabouts. And of course, Akiyama has no fucking clue.
Yeah, I've not seen a computer in a month, my guy.
So guess Kiryu's off to find some new leads and came down to Kamurocho for no reason. Akiyama apologizes for not being able to be more helpful, but oh well. Well, shit. Doesn't even fucking matter because Kiryu did an oopsie as a crowd of Triad comes strolling in, led by our favorite new member, Ed. The exact person who forced Akiyama to go into hiding. Good job, Kiryu. Seems Ed heard a rumor and followed a stench down here, and he knows exactly who Kiryu is. Kiryu-san. Akiyama cocks a smile. You as rusty as the bars you were locked behind? Not sure. I never skipped my morning exercises, though. What a healthy guy. They
Kiss.
They shoot white hot health into the faces of the triad members until Ed's moaning and whimpering for them to stop, shouting about how they're cowards for teaming up against a single opponent, whilst simultaneously surrounded by the bodies of the much larger group that he did previously have. He runs off, shouting about how this fight was just a greeting. Well, Akiyama's hiding place has been busted, so they decide to head off. Kiryu getting a call from Date as they leave the sewer, asking where he is. Hearing that he's with Akiyama, he asks the two of them to come quickly to the Toto University Hospital. I have some bad news. I'm not sure of all the details yet, but it's Haruka. She's been in an accident in Kamurocho. They're not sure if she'll pull through. Kiryu reels in shock as Date simply tells him to hurry.
I mean, it's fine because, like, obviously Chase knows that if anything ever really happened to Haruka, we'd just stop recording the episode.
Yeah, the podcast
and that would be the end of the series. So obviously they aren't gonna
kill off Haruka.
Yeah, of course. We wouldn't have started recording this episode if
No, yeah, Chase would have said, "Oh, 5 is a good ending."
Chase, that's why I'm not worried. Do you understand me?
Chase quickly does a little rewrite.
There were some bushes.
It was a rubber accident. Kiryu sprints faster than he ever has. Akiyama barely managing to keep up, finally arriving at the hospital where he finds Date and another detective in the lobby. Akiyama gets stopped by a nurse at the door telling him that he can't come in because he's stanky.
Stink like a sewer. You can't come in here.
I mean, it's a hospital, to be fair.
Yeah, I get it.
The other cop introduces himself as Honjo. He's the one who told Date about Haruka. He seems to be Date's new partner or something. He tells Kiryu that Haruka is in the ICU. She fractured both her hip and shoulder, but it's the cranial damage that's life-threatening. She's unconscious right now, in critical condition. Seems that she was involved in a hit and run. They don't know who the culprit was. Date understands that Kiryu isn't okay hearing this news, but he needs to show him something. There's another piece to this puzzle. He leads Kiryu upstairs, where he slowly, confusedly walks into a nursery. Over there.
Oh, there's the baby
Haruka was
Harukas?
clutching someone tight when she saw the car coming.
Oh.
A life she wanted to protect, even if it meant risking her own. Kiryu looks across the room at a young baby.
Baby Haruto.
Watching curiously from a crib.
I watched this whole series curiously.
From a crib.
It's baby
It's a cute
Haruto.
baby.
That's why I maybe
Nani?
thought that it was like vaguely similar sounding name. I thought maybe it might be. at the
Haruto,
start.
Haruka. Yeah. I don't know enough about Japanese nomenclature.
me too, yeah.
yeah.
This is now why I didn't show the cover. The cover is literally Haruka holding Haruto.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, I'm not showing you that cover.
Baby Haruto.
And Haruka would be old enough to be a mum by this point. What's she, like 19? It's been 3 years,
I
right?
think she's like 16.
Oh, okay.
16 or
So quite young.
17.
But old enough, I guess, just quite young.
Yeah. Chapter 2.
Wow.
Life blooms anew. Kiryu walks over, not understanding, looking down at the babbling baby, shaking its rattle. The baby is Haruka's? He can't believe it. Well, it's time to start. Look at his name. Date reaches to the basket beside the table, pulling a shirt from it. On the label, the name Haruto Sawamura.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Haruka's kid.
Kiryu angrily demands to know who the father is, but they don't know. Nothing on Haruka
Why
suggests...
would we know that? Daddy's clearly didn't know about the baby until 5 minutes before either.
But it is a good question, though, because Haruka being that young, and this series has done a lot of awful stuff to women.
Yeah, for sure.
Nothing on Haruka suggested an identity. Her phone was broken in the accident. They're trying to recover the data. They don't even know when she arrived in Kamurocho. They'll need to ask her once she wakes up. Kiryu asks if they're sure that she'll wake up. But they can't promise him.
That's such a cute sticker. Sorry, the sticker with Haruto's name on it.
I don't think it's a sticker. I think it's embroidered.
Oh,
Yeah.
like we don't get that in the NHS. What you get is a shitty little like post-it note with a cartoon animal. Take your pick. Giraffe, zebra.
I mean,
and then
Haruto's
it's,
not a
scrolled on.
newborn.
Yeah, this is
Like,
this
this
is
isn't like
presumably
hospital
Haruka did this.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
this
see.
isn't
That's
hospital
good
attire.
point. Oh, yeah,
Using it to slag off the NHS.
Yeah, the NHS in Scotland, who famously gives the very famous baby baskets that
Yeah.
baby boxes.
The baby
Yeah,
baskets.
which are fantastic. Yeah, totally.
Is
like-
what's the name of Dati's partner? Is it Hanjo?
Hanjo, yeah.
Thank you.
Um,
I thought you had further questions.
No,
how old is the baby?
Like a year by the
A
looks of
year,
it.
one
At most a year.
at most a year.
I don't know if we get a specific age, but at most a year.
I've got a very. This isn't even a theory. Just an idea crossed my mind that I thought it would be cool. I hope the father is a young, maybe like son of a leader of the Triads, and we're doing a Romeo and Juliet thing.
Maybe that'd
That'd
be
be
fun.
fun.
Kiryu asks if they're sure that she'll wake up, but they can't promise him. They don't want to get his hopes up. Hanjo goes to leave, saying that he needs to clean stuff up at the crime scene. Kiryu trying to come with him, but Hanjo tells the washed-up Yakuza to stay out of it. But Kiryu refuses to sit by. Haruka should have been in Okinawa, but somehow she's here in an accident? He doesn't understand who was the bastard driving the car, and more importantly, was it really an accident? Date spins around. Is Kiryu trying to say that it could have been intentional? A revenge plot against him?
Oh, come on, Dati. Surely your spidey sense should be tingling
You've had
immediately.
to fly a news helicopter to the top of a fucking
Yeah.
skyscraper because of this guy before.
Well, it could be, and if it is, there won't be any forgiveness. Kiryu looks hard at Hanjo, who finally relents, telling him that it happened over on Senryu Avenue. He'll take him there. They arrive at the scene of the crime, where Hanjo tells him that it happened a couple days ago. Some 20-something in a black sedan came flying out of a parking garage, taking the gate with him in the process, and struck her from behind. He reminds Kiryu that Kamurocho is engulfed in a war right now. It's possible that the man was fleeing from that. He may not necessarily even be on either side. The Tojo and the Triads aren't even the only powers in the picture right now. He backs up a bit. 3 months ago, a Chinese immigrant was murdered. He was Sayao Triad. Not only that, he was the heir to the Sayad, the boss's only son, Jimmy Lowe.
Jimmy Lowe.
Jimmy Lowe.
Is that Sayo tried, are you saying?
Sayo, S-A-I-O.
And this was Jimmy.
Jimmy Lowe, the son of the Sayo leader. The resulting tensions led to Daigo's arrest, although despite the Sayo believing the Tojo did it, the police aren't actually positive. The resulting chaos has seen the Triads going after every Tojo that breathes, while the Tojo are trying to drive out the Chinese, even civilians. To chop it off, other groups are moving in to take advantage of the chaos. It's completely possible that Haruka's attacker was from one of these third parties. Oh, also, Kiryu has history with one of the other groups that's moved in. The Jingwon Mafia.
Oh.
The Koreans are back.
We are doing the Koreans again. Okay.
They were crushed by the Tojo both times that they tried to lay ground in Kamurocho. The most recent time, Kiryu being personally responsible for. And they don't forget grudges. Hanjo suggests that Kiryu watch his back. He leads Kiryu over to the blood-splattered spot where Haruka was hit, directing him towards the skid marks. It appears that the driver thought to stop, but ultimately second-guessed it. He didn't even bother to stop and check if she was alive.
Wow.
That's making him think that it wasn't really a revenge plot after all. If it were, would he not have wanted to confirm her death? It really does seem that it was just her being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Sorry, listeners, you're hearing Monty, I'm presuming, flicking back to an earlier game to get notes.
Yeah, and don't worry. Sorry, that won't get picked up because
No,
it
I
would
thought
have
it
just
was
been
quite
Chase talking.
I just thought...
Sorry, I didn't mean to-
What were you looking for?
I was
I was
trying to
looking at
add
Yakuza
colour,
2.
not to...
I was looking back at my Yakuza 2 notes just to see if there were any names from the Korean mafia that were important, but I'm assuming anything that is will get recapped, so it's fine.
Can I ask how old Jimmy Lowe was?
God, I don't know if we know. If I had to get you, we do see a picture of him. Oh, we do have a picture of him. There's Jimmy Lowe.
Chase has changed the slide, and Jimmy Lowe is very, very, very dead.
See, my first thought was, there's my first candidate for
father.
For father, yeah.
I think he's mid to late 20s, maybe.
Yeah,
Somewhere in that range.
That would be pretty
and
weird.
he has been massacred.
Yeah, he's not
Yeah,
he's not doing
iced, yeah.
good. He's not. The deaths in this game are fucking brutal.
Yeah. All right, score him out. Jimmy Lowe dead.
Well, we already knew that.
You knew that.
We said it a second ago.
Yeah, sorry, but like dead. Here's a picture of him. Like, we're seeing the
He ain't
evidence.
coming back at the end.
Yeah, nobody's dead until they're shot in the head
That's screaming.
or bludgeoned against a wall.
The police are making a concerted effort to find the punk who did it, though. He's not escaped quite yet. Oh, and also, by the way, Carrie, you're being watched. They look over to see a man in a hat hiding behind a car filming Kiryu. Kiryu decides the man needs a personal introduction and walks over to find the man getting off the phone, saying how the plan is going well. Well, guess the game hadn't given us a chase tutorial yet, so off he runs. We chase him down.
Been waiting for a chase tutorial for years.
Yes.
Kiryu finally catches him, but the man swears that he wasn't stalking, he was just trying to protect the fourth chairman. Oh, and also he's Tojo. He tells Kiryu that he's from the Somea family.
It's been over 18 minutes, by the way, so you don't get the money either. We both lose that bet.
Right.
Yeah.
Begging, well, I mean, do we want to count the Tojo guy in the alley from earlier?
No, there are no losers. Everyone's a winner.
No winners. We just continue.
Just a wasted bet. What a waste of time.
Just endure.
Thought that
Anyway,
would come back and be a funny bit, but
This
nope.
guy tells Kiryu... This guy tells Kiryu that he's from the Somea family, begging forgiveness, saying that his boss told him to do it. Stay in the shadows and keep Kiryu safe.
What's his name?
I don't know if we know this guy's name.
No, but the family's
The
important. I guess.
family is the
Somea.
Somea family.
Totally.
Kiryu's confused. How does this Somea know that he was in Kamurocho? The man tells him that he doesn't know. The boss just said to lie in wait in the alley because Kiryu would show up, since somebody important to him was in an accident.
He's got
But bro, how
18
the fuck
guys.
does Somea also know that?
He's got guys across every alley. Kerry has got to show up in an alley.
Well, guess Kiryu needs to go meet a new guy. He tells the guy to just save him the trouble and tell him. He's going to find out either way. And he tells him that Somea is at Tojo HQ, meeting with the acting chairman Sugai. For fuck's sake, Kiryu thought he was fucking done with that place. Yay! I spent 3 years trying to wash off the stench of the Tojo. Now 3 days out, and he's already getting pulled back in. Which Kiryu does make a comment on that. So like the game is very self-aware that he is fucking right back in it.
We were trying to get out in zero.
Yeah. He heads over, immediately finding himself received by a cocky younger man in a white pinstripe suit who introduces himself as Somea. He tells,
okay.
So this is the guy's boss.
Cool.
He tells Kiryu that his recent stint in jail was much appreciated. He did well. He invites him inside, saying that they'll talk there. Besides, Sugai wants to meet him. Kiryu scowls at Somea's fake flattery, simply walking past him, forcing the man to the side as he goes. He's led to a conference room where it seems that they've installed a large table. Remember, gone are all those chairs that used to line the walls. It's now just a big conference table. On the far side, sat filing his nails, is Sugai. Long time no see, fourth chairman. I would also like to point out, in case you weren't recognizing, this is the guy from that cutscene at the start.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. And is he like the new chairman?
He's the acting.
He's the acting chairman. So
Acting
remember, kind
chairman.
of similar to Zero had an acting chairman after, one had an acting chairman after what's his name's death.
Cool.
So just an interim, because Daigo's not dead. Daigo's just in prison. And they need somebody to run HQ while Daigo's in prison.
Of course.
Long time no see, fourth chairman, he says with a smile. Do you remember me? Kiryu glares at him with an exhausted expression. Well, appears the answer is no. He chuckles, saying how just as the Tojo seemed to have started getting younger, the old guard was called back to fix things. Must make them appear quite unstable. Kiryu points out the table, with Sugai simply replying that Yakuza seem to fight more with pens these days than fists. Must be another sign of the times. Kiryu comments that Sonya doesn't seem that much like a paper pusher, but as he takes his seat beside the acting chairman, he laughs about how each Yakuza has their role to play. Kiryu sits, learning that the police were the ones who tipped the Tojo off about Haruka, knowing that she was important to Kiryu, and that they were in fact, they were actually trying to keep an eye on him for protection. Sugai tries apologizing for it, knowing that Kiryu was going to refuse the protection. Somiya scoffs, crossing his legs. It would be pointless for the Chinese to attack him anyway. The Dragon of Dojima is dead. Any weight that name carried is gone, Kiryu-san. We may have been watching you, yes, but don't assume that you have any value to us. The current conflict rests on my generation, not yours. It has nothing to do with a fossil like you.
Ooh.
So that guy's also being a bit of an arsehole. Somiya, the guy in the white suit, he's also being a bit of an arsehole to Kiryu. But also, this is technically what Kiryu wants.
Yeah.
Deal with their own problems and leave me alone.
This should just be water off a duck's back. See all these things about like the way we do Yakuza isn't the way you did it. He should be like, all right, I'm just trying to find out this one thing.
Yeah.
Kiryu scoffs, saying that Somiya's generation sounds pretty cocky. Somiya doesn't deny it. Up until now, the Tojo was building strength behind intelligent men that brought in money. But in a war, true strength is all that matters. The dawn of a new era for the Yakuza. Kiryu should understand he rose to power in much the same way. But Kiryu doesn't give a fuck about any of that, though. He's only here to find out if they were involved in Haruka's accident. Somiya sits up, a cocky little smile on his face as he looks over at Kiryu. What are you implying? What purpose would such a horrible act even serve? Kiryu looks back at him, his eyes dark. As it stands, I believe you. Haruka and I have less than nothing to do with your little war, but hear me now. If the Tojo clan even thinks about laying a hand on my family, I will bury all of you.
And this is big because he's never killed anyone before, so this would
As
be...
we have discussed.
Oh, remember in Yakuza 5, though? Who told you that? Who told you that?
But it's the first time he's threatened to kill someone.
We do get a considerably more aggressive Kiryu in this game.
Cool. So Somiya is the baddie, right? Somiya gives at least, if not final boss energy, boss fight energy. Out of all of the creepy characters we've met so far, I don't think Ed's the final boss.
No, but I mean, Sugaya is the one that we know is at least appeared to be behind the burning of Little Asia, which seems to have intentionally weakened the Tojo, which he is now acting chairperson.
But I don't think Sugai's going to rip his shirt off.
Well, yeah.
Whereas Somiya looks like he will.
Yeah.
So
That's it. You play this game looking at guys,
who would
imagining
rip their
if
shirt
they
off?
seem like they could.
Anyway, Kiryu heads back to Kamurocho, and after a quick stop at New Serena where he updates the mama, and in return gets a fun little bulletin board app for his phone with stuff to do in Kamurocho, he bumps into some thugs who want his wallet. Street thugs being a choice meat that Kiryu enjoys stuffing into his burger grinder, he makes quick work and a light snack. Before he's joined...
A smash burger, you might say.
Before he's joined by a guy in a cool leather jacket.
Oh my god! There he is!
Sorry, who's this?
That is greatest of all time, former IWGP World Heavyweight Champion, ace of New Japan for a time, Kazuchika Okada.
Oh, that's Okada. Oh, God.
Dear listeners, for context, if you haven't listened to the last episode, we just finished covering WWE, and the entire time, Neil keeps going, I do know that Okada's in one of these future Yakuza games. I just don't know when he's going to appear, and I'm sat there the entire time going,
There he is!
Oh.
So he's a thug.
He's a thug.
Oh, is he going to teach Kiryu some moves?
This is a guy in a cool, long jacket who they all frightenedly call Rainmaker.
That's his wrestling nickname.
Ah, okay,
That's
brilliant.
excellent.
I'm so glad you're here for this.
And he's from a group called Justice.
Okay.
Spelled Justis.
Okay.
Justice. He's accompanied by another guy who introduces himself as Komei, who I don't think is a wrestler. I think
If he
just
is, I don't recognize
he's a
from
normal
here.
character. They recognize Kiryu's strength, telling him that Justice is a gathering of like-minded people determined to enact justice.
Oh.
Rainmaker don't got time, though, and heads to
Are
leave.
these superheroes?
I mean, the name Rainmaker makes it fucking sound like
Yeah.
Rainmaker, though, don't got time and heads to leave. Komei telling Kiryu that his name is Kazuchika Okada. He who makes money fall like rain.
Is he just Okada the wrestler? I mean, that's just his name and personal details. Is that just like...
Dispensing justice in
this,
Japan.
Yeah, is this on his days off? I don't understand.
It never makes mention to his wrestling career, but it is just his
We
straight
get
up
to see him
name.
fight.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
He who makes money fall like rain, hence his moniker, Rainmaker. He's also the head of the 3,000 members of Justice.
Wow.
So he's the head of a gang.
Of 3,000.
Justice is all in caps, so is that an acronym? Does it stand for something?
I don't think so.
Okay, that's fine. I just thought it might be an upcoming
As
twist.
far as I'm aware, I don't think so.
Cool.
I will tell you straight off the bat, all the Justice stuff is side story.
Gotcha.
I only included it because I know
you.
Neil would want
I
Okada.
appreciate
Of course.
And I am going to skim 90% of
that.
it.
Yes, quite right.
Quite right.
The Justice stuff, I'll get to it later. I'll get to the mini game later stuff. It doesn't start right now.
Okay.
We just get a weird little pre-introduction to Okada. Okada's charisma has managed to gather up all the down-on-their-life youths of Kamurocho, giving their rage guidance and purpose.
Nice.
Good guy Okada.
Saying that he's sure fate will bring them together again, Komei follows off after Okada. Kiryu also gets involved in like a fucking neighborhood watch type of thing called Troubler. Tumblr app.
Oh, that's
ripoff.
awful. So,
These games from this era were all really bad for that. Bad app names. They still do
stick
it.
an R at the end. Yeah.
Which is, I'm never going to cover this again. It's literally just, now that you have a phone, you'll get little notifications. It's like, oh, there's a street fight that busted out here, yada, yada. This will also later signal you when things happen with the Justice storyline, but
Cool. Okay.
I'm never going to bring this up again.
Is Okada a face or a heel?
For the vast majority of his career, he was a face and the biggest star in the country.
Cool,
I mean,
okay.
it's like, yeah.
Just in case that would indicate if he was a secret
But
baddie or
he
not.
is
but-
nowadays. He's a heel in America, although everyone loves him. And he was.
Oh,
a
is he
heel
wrestling
towards
in
the end
America
of his-
now?
Yeah, he's AEW now.
Oh.
He plays he's a fantastic character who just doesn't even consider people like worth his time to wrestle. He calls everyone bitch because
It's kind of honestly what he
hasn't-
acts like in this.
He hasn't learned much English, and he'll go like, just cut to him backstage, and he'll have like cut off somebody's promotion by cutting the cameras, and it'll cut back to me. And he'll go, "I'm so sorry, bitch." Like,
Yeah, no, he's very much that persona of like, he doesn't have time for anybody else in this game.
Okay, cool.
Kiryu gets a call from Date to head back to the hospital. He's there with Akiyama, who has now finally cleaned himself up, back with his signature smolder. He tells Kiryu that Haruka is still unresponsive, but that's not all. Child Protective Services is here. Before he can continue the thought, a man walks up, introducing himself as Nojiri from CPS. He was called there earlier to retrieve Haruko, as Haruka has no living relatives. Standard procedure. Kiryu hurriedly asks if Haruto will be taken to an orphanage. The man confirming that, yeah. Although first to a nursery, given he's under a year old. Regardless, they'll need to take him in until Haruka recovers. Kiryu tries to tell him that he's Haruka's guardian, but he's not a relative. He doesn't even have legal claim. And I have a note saying I don't actually know if he even is legally Haruka's guardian.
I can't imagine he's done the paperwork.
Has he done the paperwork, or is this technically been a multi-year kidnapping?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure he has enough sway with governments that he can get away with it, but like,
Yeah.
imagine. What if you were only saying that to harvest the baby's organs or something?
Okay, this guy's a freak.
Fucking hell, get this guy out of here.
What's his name? Just some CPO officer.
No, Jerry. Doesn't matter. Akiyama and Kiryu are horrified by the thought of what the fuck he just said. The man admitting that maybe he went a bit far. But regardless, if something happened, it will be him who the liability would fall on. They're understaffed and overworked, yet the public blame them anytime the parent beats their child. They can't take the fall.
Go take a day off. What the fuck is this guy
Yeah,
on?
that's a really good voice. That's exactly what I
Yeah.
imagine that voice would be for this man.
Kick him in the head.
Harvest his organs.
Look, no Jerry-san, was it? Is everyone in Child Protective Services a bastard like you? Couldn't be, right? Kiryu flays him for only caring about position over the children. He could never know how painful it is in an orphanage like he and Haruka do.
Well,
But no-
technically, he says, the only bastard I see here is this child. It's okay, I'm one. I can say it.
No, Jerry don't give a fuck, though, about him or the kids, though. He ain't got no claim. Doesn't even know why the police called him here. He heads off to the hospital to find a representative, while Kiryu, of course, decides to do the only rational and logical thing that he can.
Kidnap the baby.
Kidnap a child.
Kidnap the baby. Yay!
Okay.
God, that's a
Hey,
lovely...
he's protecting the head, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Akiyama hurries
I mean,
off.
the arms and legs are just sort of dangling, aren't they? He's only
Put
got
me
the
down.
head. Father! I feel like at this age, the child should have better control over arms and legs.
Totally, yeah.
Their arms and legs should be up. What is this?
It's playing. It's not
Playing dead.
It's playing dead. So he
I
puts
think
it
he's
down and leaves it alone.
I think he's asleep is what it is.
Even so,
Oh, fair.
maybe sleep like this. Like fucking 40-year-old men with their head ah.
Are his bones made of liquid? I mean, flop it around. Right. Yeah, so this baby better be okay, and we better not be put in any danger. I'll tell you that right now. As a new dad, I don't deal with baby in peril stories, and they are fucking everywhere, it seems. So this is
I
really
love
fun.
him though. I couldn't care less.
The new Superman when that little mutant baby was in trouble. I had to like hold hands through the whole sequence. We couldn't go through it.
Akiyama hurries after him, trying to stop him, but Kiryu's mind is set. He is the only one who can keep this baby safe. Akiyama does personally agree, but reminds him that to people who don't know him, he's just an ex-con of a Yakuza. He apologizes, saying that he understands, but until Haruka wakes up, they just need to let the authorities do what they need to do. Kiryu looks down at the baby. What if Haruka doesn't recover? Her son would be put in an orphanage for sure. Then there'd be nothing that he could do for them. It doesn't ever put the fact of, adopt him, but they'd be total strict.
Well, you can't just adopt a baby. You can't just decide that's the baby I'm adopting. It's not really how it works anywhere.
No, he's got to do background checks, and also
baby's got to go
he
into
would fail
foster
a background check.
You've got to go into
he would, but would Akiyama?
You've got to go into foster
Probably.
care, and you rarely can pick. That's the baby I want. You basically get given a yes or no to this baby. You don't really get to pick him out.
Well, then he'll just keep saying no until it's Haruto.
Can I take
Conveyor belt goes.
Can I take a wild stab at his plan here? Is it
Please go.
dump him in his orphanage and come back in 3 years?
Let the other kids take care of it. Yeah, 100%.
New blood coming in. Drives past out the window.
Where's he gonna sleep? Haruka's bed's empty.
Are you still playing baseball? Catch.
Kiryu looks down at the baby. What if Haruka doesn't recover? Her son would be put in an orphanage for sure. Then there'd be nothing that he could do for them. They'd be total strangers. He'd never see his face again. Haruka wouldn't want that. This is his only chance. Before they can continue their conversation, the door slides open and Nojiri walks in, immediately seeing Kiryu with Haruto and shouting at him to get his hands off of him.
What are you doing to the legs? What have you done?
Akiyama simply grabs him by the head and just pushes him out the door, saying that they're not done talking yet.
That's fun.
Kiryu tells him that he'll be taking him and that he'll give him back once Haruka wakes up. Trust him. But Akiyama can't let him. He'd end up back in the slammer as a kidnapper. Does he even think that's what Haruka wants? God, for once in your life, think something through. You've got to consider the consequences.
Finally.
Enough. Kiryu shouts, waking Haruto and causing him to cry. He quickly softens his voice, gently continuing. You think I don't know that this is wrong? Whatever happens to me doesn't matter. And nobody else does either. I need to protect Haruka's son now. I need to do this. And if you're dead set on stopping me, there's only one way forward. He gently lays Haruto back in the crib, returning to Akiyama, shouting at him to step aside.
Good, because I thought this boss fight was going to be one-handed for a second.
I wouldn't put it past them. Baby in the air, punch, catch it.
Damn it, why won't you listen? Akiyama puts up a fighting stance, not willing to let his friend go down this path.
Good guy Akiyama.
Kiryu flies into him, slamming him against the door in a flurry of blows before picking up the crib next to him and slamming it down on Akiyama's head.
God, Kiryu.
I would also like to point out, welcome back to Dragon Engine, which has ragdoll physics.
Oh, yay.
Yay! Everything just flops about, so you battle around things, and things just like kind of push their way out the side, and you'll pick them up, you'll smash them over their head, and they'll kind of like flop about. It's great. I love ragdoll physics. More games need it.
Totally, completely agree.
Akiyama runs up the side of the wall, spin kicking off it into Kiryu's head, but he blocks, grabbing another crib and breaking Akiyama's ribs before slamming his fist down into Akiyama's jaw, dislocating it, knocking out all of his teeth, probably.
Being very liberal with the cribs there.
Well, there's several in here. He's got cribs to spare. He admits that he could never fight Kiryu with full strength. Got his
Oh
ass,
yeah. That's what I would say.
That's why. Yeah.
got his ass kicked for nothing. But is taking Haruto really the only way? They're all kind of screwed for this. Well, guess I tend to act before I think. Call it a bad habit. Cue bad Looney Tunes music. No one but Kiryu title card.
I like to think that none of this would have happened if that child protection officer hadn't been so creepy. If it had just been like a nice lady had shown up and gone, listen, we're quite concerned about the fact that there's a comatose woman upstairs and now a baby with no guardian. We're going to have to put it through the process.
I don't think that at all, because it still would have come down to Kiryu as somebody who went through the process and knows what it's like, and he doesn't want that for Haruka's child.
Fair enough.
Like, I think, yes, they've added to it with the creepy man, but I think it's the system itself that Kiryu has the problem with.
Creepy CPU is the problem, Chase. You're wrong. It's all his fault. The entire plot now hinges on that man talking about baby organs.
I also love all of the like mission things have really stupid subtitles. You get defeat Akiyama. Not even you can stand in my way.
I was just thinking that I actually quite like that, and I think it's quite sweet. Like a little. Are they all kind of his thought?
All of them are his thoughts. Some of them are really fucking goofy.
Fun.
I definitely have notes for a few of the goofier ones later on.
Great.
Oh, anyway, Kiryu heads out, taking the baby, obviously, to gang war-ridden Kamurocho downtown.
Best place for it.
As where he takes all his children to. And
Everybody gets a day trip.
And the baby's hungry. You know what that means. Baby wants some convenience store onigiri.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Date walks in with the most exhausted, "You're not seriously giving that to a baby, are you?" He reaches out and hands Kiryu a box of baby food and leads Kiryu back to New Serena for baby's first bar experience.
Weird good guy moment from Date that he's not like arresting Kiryu on the spot.
I mean, it's very Date coded.
Yeah, okay.
When has Date ever tried to arrest Kiryu?
Good point.
I didn't know Date knew how to parent, as we learned early on.
Yeah.
And also, Kiryu got the last one at 6 years old. You know, he doesn't really know this side of things.
I don't know. Haruto looks like he'd love some convenience store onigiri.
100%.
Look how scrunched up his face is.
Yeah. Those lights are very bright. I think that's what it is. Sensory overload for sure. At this age, he probably can't make out faces yet, so it's just some shadow is carrying him into bright rooms.
I also wonder if at this point, he's walking down downtown red light district Kamurocho with a fucking baby just in his arms, no bag, no nothing else. Are people on the street looking at him?
I can't imagine why child protection would want to be involved.
Yeah.
Oh, the mama at New Serena is thrilled, excitedly doting over Haruto. Date tells Kiryu that he's managed to convince Nojiri to let Kiryu take Haruto, saying that he'd take the fall if anything happened. So I guess that plot thread got wrapped up really quickly.
Oh.
We have enough other things to deal with.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, it's a very random, guess we're not dealing with that anymore. Okay.
So this is just now his kid.
Just as good. Nojiri told him to take him for all I care, so clearly he has the child's best interest at heart anyway. Apparently, he immediately after asked for a transfer out of CPS. Date might get that fast-tracked for the kids' sakes.
Damn.
He tells Kiryu how Haruto reminds him of Saya at that age. Remember, Saya's his kid. Kiryu reminiscing about the host scam that they helped her out of 10 years ago, way back in Yakuza 1.
Kiryu's like, you were such a good dad. Do you have any advice?
Drink.
Let me tell you, kid, drink.
Drink.
Lose contact for a fair few years.
Get really into murder, such that it destroys your marriage.
Get a helicopter. Trust me, a helicopter.
Date comments how, without Kiryu, both him and Saya would probably be goners. Really, one of the darkest moments of his life.
Oh, Jesus, sorry, Date.
He hasn't ever properly thanked him for it. Kiryu jokes that the drinks are on him tonight then. That would make a 10-year bet even. Anyway, he has hard news about Haruka. She's had to have emergency surgery. They did manage to save her life, but she's still comatose. And the doctors don't know if she's ever going to wake up from that. How did it come to this? They still have no leads. She left Okinawa, disappeared for 3 years, and somehow ended up here with a baby. But maybe they do. Date pulls out his phone with a singular photo of Haruka, salvaged from her phone data. They managed to pull the GPS data and traced it back to Hiroshima, somewhere around Jinkaicho in the city of Onomichi. It's very likely that she spent those 3 years there before returning. It's very likely that she spent those 3 years before returning in Hiroshima, and that likely that's where they'll find Haruto's father. Their only chance at a lead on what Haruka's been up to and why she came to Kamurocho.
Look at their sweet Sony Xperias in this game.
I was just
I
thinking
had a
that, yeah.
couple of Sony Xperias. That was a really good phone.
Yakuza 6, sponsored by Sony.
Well, I'm trying to think if this was back when Yakuza did used to be a Sony exclusive. It's not anymore because Sega has started branching out, but for a while it was a PlayStation exclusive. And I'm trying to remember if Yakuza 6 was, which might be why there is Sony branding and a couple other things in this.
Yeah.
And that might be why.
I don't know where we are story-wise, if that's in a part 2, but 2 things on this. Number 1, Haruka has the plot. I don't think anything's going to happen to her. She's going to wake up in like the second to last chapter or something, be like, Kiryu, you don't understand. The twist is you're the father or some shit.
Hi, do not say that.
no.
Jesus Christ.
No, and like she's not the mother. It's going to be some wangly like D12 chess thing. Second to that, sorry, I didn't mean that. Second to that is I love this. This is great. Dad Kiryu.
Do you see why I'm saying this is going to be your favorite game?
100%.
Already?
Yeah. New dad feelings aside, I think the concept of Kiryu with a baby is really fun. Currently not massively interested in the Tojo Triad stuff, but I know that that's going to burn and burn until it becomes relevant and important. And I love the fact that his plan is to go and actually find the dad, because that is currently quite an interesting mystery.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. So, what's next, Kiryu? Let's just say that I have a lot of questions for this guy when I find him. But first, I'll teach him a lesson about being around for the birth of a child. He's going to learn how a real father takes care of his children by making them cook dinner every night.
Or
He goes and sings karaoke.
by killing their real parents and then creating an orphanage for the children of the parents that he killed.
Woo!
Lots of great father figures.
It's really insensitive again to say that shit in front of Dati. It's like, I'm going to show that motherfucker how a real dad handles business.
Well, it is also
Kerry,
actually,
this feels very pointed.
we've teased at this, but it's actually kind of lovely that in a series that has consistently had awful father figures, like this full circle moment where Kiryu is presumably going to show good fatherly tendencies. And I know we've had it consistently with Haruka, but as in with a baby as well, like it's going to be really fun to kind of see that, and dealing with the actual father. It's just going to be fun. What does this make the kid? His adopted grandfather?
Grandson.
Grandson,
Yeah,
adopted grandson.
Essentially adopted
Just
grandson.
grandson. You would just say grandson.
No, yeah, sorry, you're right. Yeah, it wouldn't need to.
I awful news if you find out your new essentially father-in-law is Kazuma Kiryu.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. It's Pocket Circuit Fighter.
don't even joke. He's got to be about 50 by now.
Oh, yeah, good point. Sorry,
He
you're
was
right.
older than Kiryu.
Kiryu obviously has already made up his mind on next steps, but Date isn't so sure, reminding him that Hiroshima is home to the Yomei Alliance, the third strongest Yakuza group in Japan after the Omi and the Tojo.
Oh,
So we have a new group in this game.
the Yomi.
So the Yomei have never allied with anyone. They're neutral. But they also generally aren't hostile. But they shouldn't be tested, and they don't take kindly to intruders. The Omi tried to take their territory, but not even they were able to push into Yomei turf. Kiryu's been told before to stay out of Hiroshima, although he was never told why. Date tells him that the Yomei act particularly like a medieval shogunate. Instead of focusing on expansion, Chairman Takeru Kurusu fortified his own turf. Chairman Kurusu was a famous gambler after the war, a living legend, but seems even Kiryu has never heard of anyone meeting him. Date confirmed that the Yomei cut off all communication to the outside. Even the police don't have much info on them. Even the police hadn't heard the name Takeru Kurusu since the mid-70s. They don't actually even know if he's alive. Although if he is, he would be pushing 100 by now. Unlikely, and I would also like you to keep in mind where this game is
Hiroshima.
With Hiroshima,
set, and
yeah.
the war.
Yeah.
Unlikely that he could keep a clan in check like that. Although, they did get a rumor that he had died years ago. And that in his place, a captain named Koshimizu has been pulling the strings behind the scenes.
Okay.
It's Koshimizu. So if not even the cops know what's going on, the Dragon of Dojima should stay out lest he sparks a war between the Yomei and the Tojo. But
How
of
many
course, Mr.
times?
Civilian, Kiryu Kazuma, cares not for your silly gang war. He needs to punch a teenage boy and drag him back to marry his daughter, goddammit. So chapter 3, Foreign Influence.
So Neil and I have a theory. We've taken a little break. We've come back.
Hey, man.
Well, it's mainly my theory, I suppose, but I think you're open to it, Neil, which is that we think that the identity of the father, he's not going to be some arsehole. He's not going to be some baddie, is my theory. I think that he's actually going to be relatively sweet, maybe a little bit. I said pathetic outside, but I'm changing that.
My thing was that I'm sticking with my initial thing, regardless of the faction that he's with, but he might be like the son of one of the bosses of this alliance. And it's a genuine love story. But yeah, you think that maybe Kiryu's gonna have to whip him into shape a bit.
Yeah, I'm thinking I say pathetic, but pathetic isn't necessarily the word I'm looking for. It's more soft. I think he's gonna be quite a soft soul, and I think that that's where your conflict is gonna come from. Is Kiryu's kind of like,
we've really overworked this plot line that might never come into.
He might be dead. But I'm thinking
I like it.
that's where your drama. Kiryu's like, I don't really like you for Haruka, but she could do worse, I guess, and that's gonna be where we get our chat. But we'll see.
The evening sun sets over the seaside neighborhood of Jinkaicho, Onomichi. Dock workers work on repairing boats. A fisherman repairs from a doubt on the water, and one proud grandfather and his grandson stroll down the street. Nothing but a small leather duffel bag and a picture of his daughter to his name. He wanders the streets, no clear destination in mind. They're tight. Very similar to the Champions District in Kamurocho, a series of alleys with small bars and restaurants lining the way, which I did kind of forget to mention. So a fun little quirk. I forgot to mention there's like fun little quirk of Dragon Engine. Obviously, all the games up, 0 through, or at least 3 through 5, used the same engine that was still using models based on the models from Yakuza, the original Yakuza 1 and 2. Then Dragon Engine. They needed to do everything fresh. They were able to reuse, which led to quick iteration. It does mean that because there was a massive gap between 5 and 6, people did not know Kiryu had survived for years because 5 came out, then 0 came out. 0, because remember, 0 came out as the last one using that engine right after 5, and then 6 with a new engine. But it does mean, in addition to the kind of somewhat bugs and not great combat, they also didn't recreate all of Kamurocho. You can't go. It's the only game that you can't go to all of Kamurocho in.
Oh.
Wow.
You're missing a good chunk of the top right. So specifically, you can't go up to. Oh, I'm forgetting what the fuck it's called, but like the like.
Is that where
hotel mall thing that Majima built?
Is that where the parking lot where you have to not get punched is?
Yeah, well, I think you can go to there, and that's like basically
No
far
further
up,
north,
right?
right.
But like the Champions District.
Are you
Which
pleased
has been there
that?
since-
Are you pleased that I knew where that was?
I am very proud. Like the Champions District, which you has been there since Yakuza 1, you can't go there.
Got you.
Which not massive. It's just interesting that it's not there.
But it sounds like it is recreated in spirit here. in
Yeah, a
Hiroshima.
little bit. Yeah, a little bit. So very, very tight streets. And all of the evening bars are opening in these tight little streets.
I'm thinking about the fact that we are set in Hiroshima, which means that there's going to be a big, even just in the background or thematically, this reconstructionist effort following what happened there in the war. I don't know when they were able to start rebuilding in Hiroshima after the bomb.
Very, very quickly.
Was it?
Yeah,
I assumed that there was stuff left over.
My
like,
dad was there in the 70s. I mean, it's
take it back
there's
then.
obviously a ton of memorial space given over to where it happened and what happened, but
So I was just thinking, comparing it to what happened with the Little Asia and how quickly it all got rebuilt. And I was just thinking, is there a parallel to Hiroshima? But I don't know.
Kiryu ends up at the doorstep of a bar, the very bar from our opening. The Mama Kyo is outside, watering plants by the door. He asks if she's open, her excitedly doting over Haruto for a moment before welcoming him happily.
He's like, she's sleeping. Shut the fuck up.
Inside, the Yakuza Nagamo is already sat. So you can get his full name, and you can see that he is the captain of the Hirose family, which is a subsidy of the Masazoe family.
It begins.
and is this under the Yomei Alliance?
Yeah, so he said way back at the start that he's a Yomei Yakuza. But he's not Yomei direct. He is a sub-family, kind of how way back in Yakuza 1, the Cosma family was a sub-family of the Dojima.
Yeah.
And then the Dojima were the Tojo direct one. So it's kind of a similar structure there.
Cool.
So very, very small town Yakuza. I would also like to point out, I've off the record, kind of told the guys that this feels in many way a spiritual successor to Yakuza 3. Which, keep in mind, this small town Yakuza family in that was not Tojo direct or Omi direct or whatever the fucking client. I forget which one they were, but they weren't direct. Anyhow, Nagamo is already sat nursing a drink and smoking through a cigarette. Kyo tells him that he should run home. They're about to open while she fixes up a special seat for Haruto and offering Kiryu a bar stool. Nagamo, of course, immediately picks a fight with Kiryu because Kiryu is hot and buff and Nagamo has a tiny penis.
Did you write that?
I did. Kyo comes back with a padded basket, continuing to dote over Haruto, saying how he's more cute than the regular punks, telling Nagamo to put his cigarette out around the baby and then get his ass to work.
Yeah.
My work's here in your bar. Keeping an eye on that fishy bastard is my job today. He decides that Kiryu is trouble. So Kyo steals his drink and tells him to get the fuck out of there. He, of course, doesn't leave without a final, I don't like the cut of your jib. Using that little brat to hit on my Kyo-chan. He raised...
Loser.
Hang on. This. Oh, we're back here.
The guy from the beginning.
Blue shirt.
Blue shirt, yeah.
Not even the tutorial guy.
Yeah, got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's a bit more important than maybe led out to believe at the start. He's a captain, don't you know? He raises his hand, which obviously Kiryu easily grabs, telling him that he's drunk and fighting a civvy. Some Yakuza he is. Kyo asks if she should call the cops on him, but nah, just watch Haruto. He's going to take this little boy outside and give him the spanking that he deserves.
Weird.
So he leaves the baby in the bar. I just don't.
Well, she seemed to like him. They head outside and Kiryu shows him that he doesn't need no baby to hit on people. Then he walks away, leaving Nagamo screaming after him about being the captain of the Hirose family, as if Kiryu knows or cares who that is. He heads back, finding Kyo holding Haruto, him having just drifted off to sleep. She welcomes him back, offering him a drink. He sits, pulling out the picture of Haruka and asking if she knows anything, especially about potentially Haruto's dad. Sadly, she doesn't seem to recognize Haruka. Doesn't even recognize her from TV because she doesn't watch it.
Damn it. Okay.
He does kind of walk around and he's like, here she is. Also, she was a really popular idol. You might know her from TV.
I don't know, Sonny. Have you read the paper?
I don't to be fair, I don't think I've put a picture of Kyo. She's maybe in her 40s.
Okay.
She's not an old lady. She's kind of middle-aged.
She does
like
younger like that, though.
She
It's
does
such
talk
a
like that,
weird
yeah.
quirk. Yeah.
Yeah. She actually chooses to speak like
Yeah.
that. That's not her actual voice, but yeah.
Better tips.
Well. Kiryu finishes his drink, asking what he owes, but nah, it's on her this time. She got to hold a cute baby, and he had his evening ruined by one of her customers. She asks where he's staying, frowning when he tells her that he was just about to go look. It's a small town. Everywhere's going to be closed by this time of day. But wait, she might know somebody who has a spare room. She calls an Ino-kun from the local association, asking if he can stay at the Navy Apartments. He agrees, given the room's been empty for a while, and Kiryu heads over. Ino actually meets them outside. He seems a bit standoffish, annoyed Kiryu took a liking. Seemingly also annoyed that Kyo took a liking to Kiryu, but leads him off to the apartment.
God, Kyo's just got a trail of losers following her about. Doesn't she?
As they walk, Kiryu tells him that if he isn't welcome, it's fine, but nah, Ino will do it if it's Kyo asking. Can't say no to the light of his life. Seems he, Nagamo, and Kyo all went to school together when they were children.
Oh, getting flashbacks to Kiryu.
Yes, they're all childhood friends. They grew up fighting over her. Died out a bit when she moved to Tokyo, but now that she's back, it's like the fire never died. Kind of different with that nutsack Nagamo being the Yakuza now, though. They arrive, telling him that it's not much, but at least there's a futon.
That's a weird detail. That she moved to Tokyo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a weird detail.
Went to Tokyo for a little bit.
It's a notable detail.
Went to Tokyo for a little bit.
Okay.
Very specific.
I'm going to write her in my notebook now.
I don't know why you didn't already. She's appeared twice.
She was the second name. She's the second name I wrote.
I feel like once fair enough to not write her. The second time she appears, you should be writing her.
Good point.
Anyway, he tells him that the apartment's not much, but at least there's a futon. The rest is up to him, though. He's not kept it up very well. The Navy apartments are actually getting torn down soon anyway. Onomichi has always been a shipbuilding town. So, used to be filled with seafaring types. Then some so-called Navy showed up and used these buildings as a base. They were frauds, though, just trying to swindle the sailors. Those frauds later got taken in by the Yome Alliance. That's who Nagamo's mixed up with too. Tries claiming he's some hotshot Hirose captain, but he's small time, 5-6 guys tops. As for Kiyo's bar, used to be in the Yome red light district, but that was back in the peak of the shipbuilding days. He warns them that this ain't a place for where outsiders are very welcome for long, and he heads off as Kiryu settles in. He heads in. It's a small, humble studio apartment, but honestly, Kiryu's taken worse, and ooh, it's a waterfront, ooh. He stands by the window, looking out over the water with Haruto, and oops, is that an accident that Grandpappy Kiryu smells?
Oh.
He lays Haruto down, changing his diaper, narrowly dodging a tactical snipe of piss
Nice.
towards his face before realizing that, oh shit, he's out of milk. He needs to go get some milk.
It's an objective marker, everybody.
He needs to go get some milk.
Yeah, it's not sniper attacks of pee you have to worry about. It's the shotgun blasts of poo. It's terrible.
Horrifying.
This is my life.
Wow. It's good that you like to share with us.
Do you guys want to see some pictures of my kid?
I saw your kid this morning.
Yeah.
Do you think he talks to Haruto about like the places he used to live? Like, Grandpa Kiryu used to live in an apartment with a gold statue of himself. That was in the 80s, of course. Before my best friend crashed the economy.
Yeah. He sticks Miss Rachel on in the corner and ignores that kid for 24 hours.
Thank you for remembering.
Chain smoking.
Thank you for remembering the incredibly small detail that Majima crashed the economy.
Yeah, it's like one of the only things we remember.
Universe.
That and the solid gold statue.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think it's been referenced almost every episode.
Every episode.
He heads out into the night.
Never forget.
He heads out into the night. It's a small town. Most things are shut. But he heads around just really hoping that somebody will have some milk. As he searches, he repeatedly needs to calm the increasingly hungry and frustrated Haruto
PS4 motion controls.
via a motion-controlled minigame where you move your controller around to swing, lift, oopsie-daisy, and rub Haruto.
Oh, it's like Death Stranding. This is cute. I love this.
It's cute the first few times. It happens constantly.
And I take it if you don't, Haruto will cry.
Correct.
Oh, no.
Correct.
Is it quite a visceral cry?
It's not even a like, oh, it's just annoying. It's when he starts crying, the game stops you to do it.
Oh,
And
that's
you need
annoying.
to calm him down.
Oh.
And it literally happened. Like it could
This
happen.
looks like Nintendogs.
It does a little bit. It's on a random timer, I think. So it literally could. I've had times where it's happened like 3 times in 5 minutes. It's cute the first couple times, and then it gets very grating very bad. Luckily, it only happens for a couple chapters before it stops happening. But
Thankfully, we don't need to deal with that because you're doing a lore dump.
correct. That's why we do this.
Yes.
He eventually winds up at a pharmacy, but it's closed. But he needs some milk. So he bangs on the grate until an elderly woman finally opens up, chastising him for banging, saying how they've been closed for hours. They don't have milk. But she tells him that our old buddy Ino actually might. She doesn't know where to find him, but Kiyo has his number, so let's head off to her bar. He arrives, asking Kiyo for help, who, of course, obviously agrees. She quickly comes back with info that a barber in town recently had a baby, so he might be able to share some milk with him. He heads over and knocks to the barber's wife, who answers the door, but immediately gets hit. But immediately, a rogue pisser pissing on the street. Kiryu hands Haruto to the lady and punches Pissy Boy in the face.
Is this now his move? Hold baby, please. Goosh. Take baby back.
She's furious that he's making a scene, but she agrees to give him some milk to get him to go away, chastising him and warning him, though, that he needs to be more prepared and get milk before sundown in future. Anyway, get that whiny little fucking thing out of here.
I've just looked up. 2 million people live in Greater Hiroshima.
Yeah.
Why is there no supermarket?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, in Greater Hiroshima, yeah, but remember that's a prefecture. It's an entire area. It's not a city. Onomichi is the city.
Okay.
Like this is a prefecture. It's kind of like a state.
Yeah. Okay, got you.
Where are the cops? This man is just pissing in the street.
Wait, hang on. That's what's tripping you up.
I thought there'd be quite a
I
strong
pissed
police
in the
presence.
street when I was young. I mean, I don't.
Oh,
I'd
yeah,
also like
we
to
have
point out-
the walk back from garage.
I would also like to point out one, the fun new Dragon Engine physics that make the liquid physics on his piss make it look really gelatinous and gross. And 2, how heavy his flow is. There's so much piss there.
Thick piss.
Thick piss.
You're a thick pisser. Some thick piss, my guy.
They head home, Kiryu quickly fixing up a bottle and sitting down with Haruto, but he won't take it. Suddenly, there's a knock on the door as Kyo calls out. Kiryu tells her that it's open and she comes in, unsurprised by the scene. She takes Haruto from him, telling him that he's not hungry at all, just sleepy. So he did that all for nothing. He just needs to hold him close and wait.
He still needs milk, though.
Oh, he's sleeping.
Yeah, when was the last time you fed him?
What's
Kiryu?
tomorrow?
He's sleepy.
Yeah, and that milk will be useful tomorrow.
Let her mother him for him.
Okay.
He finally falls asleep as they sit together. Seems Kyo is worried about him. Can't ignore the helpless. He welcomes the help, though, although questions if the bar will be all right. But she says it's just regulars there. They'll survive without her for a while.
Here's the thing. Kiryu's going to have to get embroiled in a vast, a quite complex criminal conspiracy. It's going to involve quite a lot of dangerous activity and quite a lot of punching and
With
things
the
that are
baby.
going to need him to be quite alert. And I can guarantee that he's going to be running at least 2 hours sleep for the next year. So he's not going to be at his best for any big fights coming up. I hope that factors in.
To be fair to Kiryu, I think lack of sleep is an issue in all the games. I think there's those periods where he gets about half an hour for 4 days as he's been shot and...
Typically, he's drunk when he sleeps.
Yeah.
He asks if she has a kid, commenting how she's good with them. She makes a small comment about babysitting for a friend before jumping up, saying that she needs to get back to the bar and wishing them a good night.
She knows Haruka and she's
Yeah,
talking
of
about that
course, why
baby.
she was so excited.
That's why he's so
Why
comfortable
was
in
she
her
in
arms.
Tokyo, though, a long time ago?
Kiryu starts next morning heading for... I mean, dude, also keep in mind how comfortable he is in Kiryu's arms, who he just met.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I get a sense that Kiryu's got quite good baby holding arms. It's quite cozy in there.
Anyway.
Babysat Haruto, question mark?
Kiryu starts the next morning heading for Kyo's bar, but of course immediately is found and accosted by lover boy Nagamo, and he's brought friends this time. Yakuki Matsunaga and Yuta Usumi.
Cool.
Which one of these do I need to remember?
Pick
I
one.
mean, both of them. They're new family. New family. Neither of them seem that interested in Nagamo's vendetta against Kiryu. They don't really give a shit. They're very like, oh, the fucking captain dragged us out here. Do we have to deal with this shit? Yuta even commenting how they're going to be late and get chewed out again. Nagamo strangles him for that. Like fucking Homer Simpson style.
Jesus.
Strangles him for that. Toy!
It's time to ditch Nagamo.
Yeah.
Kiryu walks away while they're doing that because he truly does not give a single fuck. Can't be fucked. Yuta manages to drag Nagamo away, him screaming about how Kiryu will die next time they meet. That distraction out of the way, Kiryu heads over to Kyo's bar to thank her, but seems that she was actually on her way to meet them. So, Kiryu, do you play baseball?
No.
Ino is on a local team, and they have a match today. But one of their players is sick, so they need a fill-in. Perfect way to repay his debt. The game is right now. It's right now.
You're doing your, I know you're going to be annoyed by this voice.
It's okay. It's going to be a short one.
She tells him to head to the ropeway station and she'll meet him there after she quickly gets ready. They head up the mountain on the
Hunt a
ropeway.
bear.
They head up on the mountain to the ropeway where Kiryu suits up. Look at that cute uniform and his baby. And meets with Ino, who's pleasant as always. Anyway, it's going to be a fun, casual game today.
Do you remember there was a vengeful mountain god in the last game? Remember that?
Yeah. God of the mountain.
Apparently, I left things out about that. I forget what it was, but people in the comments said I messed things.
I can tell you that whatever they're upset about, I'm glad you left out.
Anyway, this is just going to be a fun, casual little local game. Or is it? Boom! Boom! Baseball Nagamo jump scare!
Oh God, this guy is a consistent character. Then we got to deal with him. All right. I hope he's a boss fight.
He already was a boss fight.
Good point. Yes, a tutorial boss.
A tutorial boss fight. I think you've actually fought him twice at this point. I think he fights you randomly right after you get back to right at the start of chapter 2.
He's the catharsis. I get it.
I really don't get it. Like, Kiryu is surely it's like I'm trying to think of a comparison. Surely it's like somebody in music in the 1970s meeting Elvis Presley and being like, "Oh, I don't know who the fuck you think you are. Like, listen to me play guitar." Like, it's baffling.
They don't know who Kiryu is.
He not only is he the most important Yakuza of the last 50 years, he's been on telly as the most.
He is, one, remember, very small local town. A lot of them aren't watching TV. And two, they're Yomi Yakuza who very specifically do not interact with the Hojo and Omi.
They don't interact directly. I'm sure they're keeping an eye.
Yeah.
Are they?
Everyone has phones now.
Maybe. Anyway, both Nagamo and Ino butt heads about Kyo being nice to Kiryu, and they fight each other about it. You know, Kiryu's sigh is a hot and manly sigh that makes Kyo swoon. Anyway, their whole team isn't Yakuza, just the three of them. But yeah, Yuta and Matsunaga are here as well. That's the thing that Yuta was trying to drag him away, be like, we're gonna be late for baseball. We gotta go play the game.
And
Got
what
his
sort of
priorities right.
Yakuza activities do the Yomi get up to? Is it like in Yakuza 3 where they kind of just look after the town and they're not bad news?
The Hirose specifically are kind of similar.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Yome overall are not, and I won't say any more on the Yome overall, but
Cool.
the Hirose family is kind of like that. Yeah.
Okay, they're just kind of whatever.
town.
Kind of small town, small vibes.
Cool.
Play baseball. The game starts. Ino's up to bat with Nagamo on the pitcher's mound. He pitches a fastball right into Ino's ribs. Kyo looks down the bench at the rest of the team, all nursing various Nagamo-induced injuries. Nagamo gloats from the mound, goading Ino into a fight as he simply throws his bat to the side and limps to first base.
Jesus.
Fucking love Nagamo. Yuta and Matsunaga exhaustedly watch on, wondering why the fuck he's so up in arms over Kiryu. Also, that he's going to lose them the game, and baseball's like all that he has going for him. Kiryu picks up his bat as the music goes dramatic, declaring that he's the one Nagama wants. If he had gone to bat first, no one would have gotten hurt. It's his fault.
I love this game.
I'm the one you want. God.
So my prey finally shows himself. Oh, excuse me. So my prey finally shows himself. Hey, my grip's been getting a little slippy today. You can't blame me for all your guys getting hit. I'm gonna smash your goddamn face in. Watch close, you lousy rat. He looses a fastball.
He is growing on me.
He looses a fastball straight for Kiryu's face. Kiryu dodges and throws his bat like a spear.
What?
We're watching it now, folks. Whoa!
That's
Sorry,
not
it's
how
a gift.
baseball works.
Just dodges the ball and throws the bat straight at him.
Throws it straight in Nagama's face.
Oh my god.
Oops. Looks like my grip's going too. You can't blame me for where my bat ended up. Sensing what's about to go down, Yuta and Matsunaga exhaustively throw their gloves to the side and get behind their captain so all three of them can, of course, get their asses whooped together. Haruto giggles from Kyo's arms, watching the violence, while Yuta watches Kiryu in amazement, blood trickling from his face. He's so turned on. Kiryu apologizes to Ino for ruining the game, but he's actually kind of shook and amazed by how strong Kiryu is, finally softening a little bit around him.
Where's Haruka? What's she doing?
She's in the hospital.
Yeah, has she woken up yet?
She's dying. Kiryu says that she's done with this fucking turd. Gonna ban him from the bar, little shit. Anyway, Ino actually did ask around about Haruka for Kiryu, but sadly no one did know anything about her. He also invites Kiryu to the team party, but Kiryu's got to be granddaddy and go look for a normal daddy, so Kiryu's gonna go help him.
Oh yeah, that was what we're doing here. Yeah.
Weird little baseball side quest purely to have this gif.
Have we got milk yet?
Yeah, we did it ages ago.
Got milk.
I didn't know we got it at the end. I thought the baby went to
home.
sleep.
No, after we saved the barber's wife and the pisser, she's like, "You're making a
right.
fucking scene. Take the phone. Get the fuck out of here. Go away." As he goes, Kiryu talks to Kyo, saying how he's not even sure that Haruka was here anymore. It's not a big town, but he's yet to find a single person who's seen her.
You've only spoken to 4.
Maybe
3 which are Yakuza.
but Ino, who just knows everybody, did ask around.
Oh, okay.
And he said that nobody knew
Right.
What if she just passed through? He probably won't find her dad here if that's the case. Anyway, he's gonna go home and get changed, and Kyo asks him to come by the bar later, saying that he deserves a home cooked meal for all his trouble. Very sweet. He agrees, coming by later that night and laying Haruto down in his basket before settling in the bar. He asks why the place is empty. I would like to say the bar is basically, it's like half the size of this office. It's essentially a straight line with a counter down the middle, chairs on one side, bar on the other. And it's like,
Cute.
it seats maybe 5 people.
No, kind of like a shed bar. I always thought they were quite cool.
Very, very tiny, seats maybe 5 people. Which is also why, when she's like, oh, the regulars are there, they'll mind themselves. It's because she's like, there's 3 people in the bar. They can pour their own drinks. Don't give me my money. Q tells him that the whole bar district's been on the decline for years. These days, young people just prefer the cabaret clubs in other cities to the bars here. She pours him a drink, leading into the scene from the opening of the game. We've made it back to our in media res. Kiryu leaves following his fight with Nagamo. Nagamo's starting to chase him, but as he does, a voice comes from behind him. Hey, Nagamo, just the fella I needed. Nagamo swings around, his face going wide as a fist connects to it, knocking him out cold.
Masuzoe?
Back in the bar, Kiryu watches Haruto, commenting on how he can really toss him back when the door flies open. A man in a purple suit holding Nagamo by the scruff walks in, throwing him to the floor and apologizing for the intrusion. We're from the Masuzoe family. Nagamo's been a real bad kid. I'm Patriarch Koji Masuzoe.
Oh.
So yeah, purple shirt here is Masuzoe. So this is the family that is in charge of the Hirose family. He leans against the bar, looking at Kyo, telling her that they need to have words. And he asks Kiryu to step outside for a bit. Kiryu sits down, picking up his drink incredibly slowly, telling him that he's not in the way. They can go about their business with him here.
Where's the baby?
In a basket right there.
Gotcha.
Like right to Kiryu's left. This is immediately following the scene at the start where he was feeding him. So he's sat there still with the bottle in hand. Masuzoe shrugs, saying that that's fine, but Kiryu's not going to like what he sees. He turns back to Kyo, saying how she's real easy on the eyes. Can see why Nagamo's not been collecting dues from her. But that's not exactly an excuse to be keeping his family's payments from him. Nagamo looks up, begging him for time, saying their patriarch's just holding on to it, causing Masuzoe to slam his fist on the table. From the corner, Haruto begins crying. Kyo runs to the till, telling Kiryu to not get involved as she collects the money she owes, walking over to hand it to Nagamo, but Nagamo refuses it, saying that if he took it, he'd never be able to look her in the eye. Masuzoe strides over, grabbing Nagamo by the collar as he pushes him by the wall. But Nagamo simply looks at him, saying that they have their own way of doing things. Please, don't take this out on Kyo. So that's how it is, eh? He throws Nagamo against the wall. Hope you're ready for the consequences of that. He looks down at Kyo, apologizing for the scene, saying that he'll buy a drink next time. With a side eye over at Kiryu, he heads out the door, shouting at Nagamo to follow and show him what being a man is really about. Kyo rushes over to comfort Haruto, as with the final tired sip of his whiskey, Kiryu stands up, saying that he'll be back. Just needs a little air. He wanders around town, finally winding up at the temple at the top of the hill in the back part of town. So the town is kind of like the front. There's like the dock at the very end, and then there's like the bar district and the shopping district. And there's like a highway, and on the other side of the highway is like a bunch of like graveyards and a temple and yada yada. Like there's like a weird divide between like living part of town and like historical little part of town. Nagamo is being held upright by his arms by two men as Masuzoe wails on him. You see how they're holding you now? That's called jet style. In ancient China, this is how they used to punish traitors. Suits you, doesn't it? He slams his fist down again, blood flying from Nagamo's face as he falls limp, only being held barely aloft by the other men. Nagamo! Kiryu shouts as he rushes over, much to the confusion of Masuzoe, who's baffled as to why the rando from the bar has seemingly come to the defense of Nagamo. Because he's my fighting rival.
Beg your pardon, sir. What do you mean fighting rival?
I don't think you could have made it clearer.
Just likes to fight each other.
We step in for our friends, lovers, and fighting rivals.
I mean, Kiryu watches him be like, no, I'm not taking your money. That's not how I'm going to do things.
Yeah, 100%.
And that strikes a Kiryu chord.
Yeah, I get that.
That's very Kiryu coded.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good turn for Nagamo, I understand. So he's going to be our pal then, unless he dies here.
Yeah, I was going to say, you never know.
Yeah.
If we meet 20 characters this game, 2 of them make it to a future game.
Yeah.
Don't get too attached. That's what this game series has taught me.
Yes, he's not earned a little heart yet, but we might put a little heart next to his name.
Kiryu tries shouting at him, Nagamo tries shouting at him to not get involved in Yakuza business, but Kiryu doesn't give a fuck about no koozies. They made his grandbaby cry. They gotta apologize for that.
Do you think he's like naming his moves like baby themed now? It's like, this is the pacifier. That's what I'd do if I was a fighter.
You've been drinking, old man? Which I have a comment that Kiryu literally looks half of Masazoe's age, but all right, my guy. Kiryu has aged very gracefully.
Yeah.
I think he's meant to be pushing 60 in this game, and he looks maybe early 40s. Like, it's so funny. Like, everybody keeps calling him old man. I'm like, he doesn't fucking look old.
No.
He's like, looks incredibly middle-aged.
In some lights, the back of his hair looks silver, but I think that might just be the lighting with this new engine.
I think it's just the lighting.
It's like, because other shots, it still looks black.
Because it was 20 in the 80s, and this is what,
Yeah,
2015?
he's got to be pushing, what?
Yeah, just about.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. What does that mean?
I think he's
sorry.
55.
55. Yeah, he is looking good.
Approaching 60.
If you want to pick a fight with us, we'll be real glad to oblige. Can't guarantee you'll live, though. Kiryu doesn't want to fight, but I mean, well, if they're not going to apologize for upsetting his baby, well, I mean, what else? What can you do?
That's right. You defend your
His
baby's
hands are
honor.
tied. Nagamo begs him to run and save himself, causing Kiryu to just laugh. Nagamo's worried about him now. Why would I be worried about you? It's just if you get yourself killed by these guys, Kyo-chan's gonna be real sad. Kiryu cocks a small smile at that, saying that Nagamo's not such a bad guy after all, and drives his foot through the balls of Patriarch Masazoe. He then goes into the dev console and kills them all as they all fall to the ground.
Terrible.
Tee.
I'm having flashbacks to Bethesda games as a teenager. CC's.
Nagamo watches the godlike power of the granddaddy who took down all these seasoned Yakuza. He looks down, ashamed. Why did Kiryu save an asshole like him? Kiryu sighs, extending his hand. He's just a guy I love, ain't he? Can't look weak in front of her. That's respectable. Anyone would agree.
Combat buddy.
But not everyone would risk their life for it. Back in that bar, he stood his ground. That took guts.
And
He couldn't just let someone like that die, could he? Nagamo bursts into laughter, finally regaining his composure and looking up at Kiryu with a smile. Guess I'll lose, huh? I ain't never gonna beat a guy like that. I don't even mind losing Kyo if you're the one who takes her. I'd step aside for you.
Yeah, what does
But
Kyo
buddy, I
want?
don't think you have a chance.
Yeah, you weren't in line.
Kiryu chuckles, telling him to not worry, he wasn't even trying. But forget all that. Nagamo turns himself, getting on his knees at Kiryu's feet. Kiryu Aniki, I know I don't deserve this, but please let me call you Aniki.
We jump to Anarchy quick, bro.
He slams his
It's
head
always
to
the
the ground.
same. We always hear it's like the most impactful thing you can do, and it's always one interaction that leads to it.
Although the last person that called Kiryu Anarchy died, right? That was Yakuza 3, and it was Ryuji?
I will say, it is brought up in game that he did it real fucking fast.
Okay, cool.
This is not like a throwaway. Kiryu immediately tries to protest, but Nagamo grabs his hand, begging, throwing himself at Kiryu and grabbing at his legs at dick-sucking height as Kiryu tries to shove him off. He looks up, eyes pleading, saying that he'll do whatever Kiryu says. He'll even swear an oath. Nah. Forget the oath. All he needs is to call Kiryu his Aniki.
Please, I need it.
Kiryu cringes, looking away as Nagamo, please, Kiryu Aniki, can't you see this is life and death here? My chance with Kyo's gone for good. Can't you see it from my view? Kiryu lets out an exhausted sigh, telling him to just do whatever he wants. but as he looks away, we do see a small smile go across his face, while Nagamo excitedly hugs onto him.
Let's find another ally to help look after this baby.
Yeah.
So
Do we
useful
want
at
Nagamo
least.
to watch after?
Hey, look, anybody that can help,
You
know,
said you'd do anything.
he won't be
right?
choosy. Give it another couple of nights.
Yeah.
Chapter 4.
Wow.
Deception.
Cool, we're cruising.
Shortly after, Utah's wandering around the Hirose family office. A little tiny office that's down a back alley. It's near the bar. When the door slides open, Nagamo graciously welcoming Kiryu in. Utah is baffled, starting to protest, but Nagamo tells him to shut the fuck up and show some goddamn respect. Telling him that Kiryu is his Aniki now, and he's expecting all the rest of them to call him Aniki as well.
Wow. Is that how that works?
He's the captain. Everybody calls, this is Kiryu Aniki.
Oh my god, he's got an army. Right, let's go.
4 guys.
Set him out
I
and
ask-
find the dad.
The cap said it.
Can I ask a quick, almost gameplay question?
Yeah.
Again, you know my experience is limited to playing Zero. By the time we get to to 6 in the original chronology of when things were released,
Yes.
are cutscenes still a blend of, fully animated and freeze frame, no actual dialogue?
They've not been like that. Was only in 0.
Only in 0.
It's only in 0, and it's only in like 2 cutscenes in 0. It was really weird when they did the 0.
But they still had, all the way through 0, they still had the static kind of
2 people in the
text-based
street
with the song in the background going.
They are considerably less common, and they are never when it's plot important.
Got you.
All the plot important ones are full cutscene.
Because that was a turn off for me with 0, so I didn't know the others
big time,
scrapped that. That's good.
Yeah, like if there ever is, it's in the kind of way where it's like you're getting a new quest objective in the middle of a quest. If it's ever important, it's a cutscene. He then tells Yuta to go get them some drinks before, kind of very graciously telling Kiryu to make himself at home, that he can use the office however he wants. I think you're the captain, not the patriarch, but sure, you can make that decision. He looks up the stairs, noticing the lights on, and asking Yuta if that means the patriarch is in. Getting excited when Yuta confirms, telling Kiryu to sit down. He wants to introduce him to the patriarch. Oh, no. Kiryu looks uncomfortable, asking Nagamo if he's going to try and make him swear an oath, but no. They head up, Nagamo knocking on a door as a voice inside, as a very kind of kind elderly voice tells them to come in. He opens it to find an older gentleman eating a delicious melon parfait.
Oh, he's a nice guy as well.
Donkey would be proud.
Oh, this is very Yakuza 3, this.
Do you happen to recognize this man?
No, I do not.
Should we?
Not from in-game. This is, he's mocapped by Beat Takashi, who is a famous TV presenter specifically known for Takeshi's Castle.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so famous Japanese celebrity who just mocaps.
And sorry, so this is Patriarch
Hirose. Nagamo crouches before Patriarch Hirose, asking if he's sure about sneaking out of the hospital again. But Hirose just laughs, telling him how doctor's in on it. He says that he was in a car wreck, and the insurance money just comes pouring in. Not even a scratch on him, but they'll still pay him just to sleep in the hospital.
What?
Jesus, this is the saddest family.
Does he not have a home?
Well, no, he's doing insurance fraud for money.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay, sorry.
He just has to sleep in the hospital so that the insurance company doesn't catch on.
I mean, I guess it's better.
It's a very sad criminal plan, but
it's better than extorting local small businesses like a lot of other Yakuza. But it does feel very small potatoes, and the fact that it's not like some little grunt doing it. It's the head of your family that's having to do it. Can they not send Yuta out or something to do it?
I get the sense that he is secretly very stressed, but he's very good at putting it in a box.
He loves hospital food. He's saying
Nagamo introduces Kiryu, telling him how back when the Omi tried to muscle in, Hirose was on the front lines lobbing grenades.
Wow.
Kiryu introduces himself formally, Hirose telling him to relax. They're laid back for Yakuza. Must be real strange for a Tokyo Yakuza like Kiryu. Kiryu looks uncomfortable, saying that he's a civilian, but Hirose laughs. Really? That's so. Could have fooled me, right? Nagamo says how he understands the boss's confusion. Kiryu's tough as nails, and Hirose just kind of chuckles in a way. Anyway, what about the payment? They're flat broke. Did the big boys give them any trouble? Nagamo uncomfortably smiles, saying that he handled it, and Hirose just lets it go. Hirose is not very on top of things. He's laid back to the point of almost kind of
being asleep.
Yeah, a little bit.
Patriarch, nothing really happened today. I mean, I took care of it. Also, would you mind calling this guy Anarchy every time you see him? They're doing lasagna at the hospital tomorrow.
Nah, he's very playfully silly. He gives very kind grandpa vibes, like way even more than the guy from Yakuza 3.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because he was a bit of a tough old bull at first.
Yeah,
he was like tough old bull that had a horse. Hirose is just a sweet old man.
He's ready for retirement.
He's usually playing around with the family. Anytime you see him, he's fucking just playing.
How did my baseball go today?
Yeah, you get the feeling that he'd be in the stands cheering on his boys in the baseball. Before the conversation can continue, there's shouting from downstairs for the captain. Nagamo excuses himself, bringing Kiryu with him to find a young man, Naoto Tagashira, at the door with a bloody nose. So we have another family member.
God, right, okay. Tagashira.
who I will say is the final Hirose family member.
Thank God, because I drew a little bubble around those 3 names earlier. Now I'm trying to cram more in.
I think
Yeah,
that
so
is
this
the
is-
entire family now we've met, isn't it?
We have now
basically?
met. It's a 5-member family. This is all of them.
And are they a literal family? Are they all related? Is he their dad?
No.
Okay. No. That's fine. I got that vibe.
No. They gave the vibe, but it's Yakuza family.
Cool.
He tells the captain that there's a gang stirring up trouble, and they have Matsunaga. Seems that a gang was over at their bar. So Matsunaga runs a bar for the family. Tagashira works there as well.
Okay.
And some people are stirring up trouble, saying the food sucks, it's too expensive, the women are ugly. Nagamo butts in, saying, I mean, that's all true. Takashira's like, yeah, but shut the fuck up. It seems that they all got to Matsunaga, who just punched one of them in the face.
Oh, fair.
Seems that it may, because word's gotten around of Kiryu beating all their asses, and Matsunaga's feeling a bit small because of that. Couldn't take them mocking the family. Nagamo tells him that he isn't bailing them out. Can't run a bar if you're going to beat up your customers over every little thing. Matsunaga's got to learn his lesson, even if it's painful. Oh, by the way, this is Kiryu, who beat them up. Start treating them like family.
Aniki, okay.
Yeah, call him Aniki.
Which one of these dipshits is the father?
That's
my question.
Basically, all of them look at it when they're like, call him Aniki, and they're like, what the weren't you telling us to beat him up like 5 minutes ago?
Yeah. This is the 4th anarchy this month you've introduced us to. You have to stop.
And they're all going for your woman. Takashira can't believe the captain won't help, running to just go help himself. Utah agreeing and going with him. Oh my god, that's what I completely forgot. That's where the fucking southern accents came from. It's because I started saying Utah in a southern voice, and I was talking to one of our mods at the time, and I'm like, I'm gonna call them all Utah. They're all gonna have southern accents.
Join the Discord, everyone. It's really
Join the
fun.
Discord.
You did sort of give up after one southern accent.
None of the rest have actually had dialogue yet.
Okay.
We'll get there. Kiryu is unsure about letting them go, saying how Utah had a knife, but it's fine. Who cares? Nagamo tells him how Matsunaga runs a bar called Moreno, and it seems that he's kind of always fighting with his customers. He's a bit dumb, brute-headed
Local
guy.
character.
Yeah, it's basically a daily occurrence that's happening. Kiryu ignores Nagamo's continued talking, walking out the door and over to Moreno, where he finds all 3 of Nagamo's men are on the floor, fighting for their life against a group of men beating the absolute shit out of them.
Love it.
2 men sit on the side in a booth, arm around an incredibly uncomfortable hostess as Kiryu walks in, looking around before walking up to them, saying how he's a customer, hoping to have a relaxing time, but he'd appreciate if they showed the ladies some respect. Kiryu's respect for women obviously starts a bar brawl.
Of course.
That he easily mows through, to the absolute amazement of Yuta and Takashira. And much to the glee of Nagamo, who comes strolling in as it all wraps up, applauding his anarchy while apologizing for not helping, but can't exactly beat up his customers, can he?
Sorry, where is the baby right now?
Kyo is
at the bar.
Back in the bar.
It's
Gotcha.
back in the bar.
Don't
Kyo is
worry.
Okay.
At the smaller bar.
Constantly worried about where this baby is.
the dad instincts are on alert.
We really should be looking for the dad, right?
Listen, there's a grumpy bartender and he's getting some of our new best friends into trouble.
Our new best friends. Gotcha.
Yeah. We got milk, yeah.
No, Kiryu told the orphan she's going out for milk. He hasn't got it yet. He goes over to Matsunaga, recovering on one of the 3. He goes over to Matsunaga, who's recovering on one of the benches, checking on him while telling him to thank Kiryu for sorting it all out. He gets up, immediately recognizing who Kiryu is, his eyes narrowing.
Who are we talking about?
Matsunaga.
Matsunaga.
Gives him the whole anarchy spiel, telling him to get used to Kiryu because he's going to be hanging around a lot, and Matsunaga is furious. Kiryu is meant to be the enemy. Shut it! Yesterday's enemy is today's anarchy. Get your head around that.
That's a great line. That's a good line.
Or are you saying you can't follow orders? Matsunaga can't see it, though. Just today, they literally backed up the captain picking a fight. How does he expect them to follow him when he changes his mind so easily?
Fair.
Not wrong. Nothing wrong with leadership that's inconsistent.
Nagamo narrows his eyes, calling Matsunaga a selfish ingrate, reminding him just who saved him from being dead. But Matsunaga is having fucking none of this. Reminding the captain whose bar he's in right now. Nope. It's Nagamo's bar. He just lets Matsunaga run it. Also, he knows full well that he can't raise his fists to the shipbuilders, dumbass. They have all the power, could bring him down with a flick of the wrist. As he continues going on, Kiryu gets bored and just leaves. He left Haruto at Kyo's. He needs to kind of go get him. But as he goes, Nagamo is like, come by the office. Come on. And Kiryu goes, he's like really broad smiles, like waving really excitedly like a puppy, telling Kiryu to have a great night while all the other men just kind of look at him with disgust. Yuta calls him pathetic.
Oh my god, Jesus. This guy's losing the room.
Yeah, very quickly.
Oh, he finally makes it back to Kyo's, filling her in on everything that happened. She's concerned about Kiryu joining the Hirose family, not fully understanding the difference when Kiryu tells her that he was just there as a guest. She's like, oh, you were in the office, though, so you're one of them, right? That's how it works? But she's at least glad that he's buried the hatchet with Nagamo.
You got to understand, I did these first few games without technically being in the Yakuza once. I'm a master of being not quite in the Yakuza.
He thanks her, wishing her a good night, and he heads home with Haruto. The next morning, he heads with Haruto for the Hirose family office, hoping to ask them about Haruka. He heads in, and seems the mood has settled a bit since last night.
No distractions.
As they all welcome him in, Yuta's confused seeing the baby. Well, he's not my kid, but not really my grandkid either. So you kidnapped him. Nagamo throws a pencil at him, but Kiryu just uncomfortably says that he can't actually deny that one. Anyway, he introduces Haruto to them, telling them how he's looking for his father. They gather in the sitting space, Kiryu pulling out the photo of Haruka and handing it to Nagamo, saying that it was seemingly taken over in the bar district. Nagamo's eyes go wide, almost in fear. Wait, she's... Yuta strolls over with a playful grin, kind of yanking the photo from Nagamo, but his face also is deadly serious as he looks over at Kiryu and then down to Haruto. She's a lot younger than I was expecting. That's all. Nagamo stammers out as the others pass the photo around. Looks almost like a high schooler, huh? Right, guys? He juts his head at the others, who hurriedly agree, saying how they'd never forget a girl as pretty as her. If they'd seen her before, they'd know. Yuta shifts nervously. Right. I nearly forgot about that errand the boss gave me. Sorry, I gotta get going. He hurriedly bows, heading for the doors.
Get your fucking arse back here, Yuta.
Yeah.
Heading for the door as Nagamo confusedly asks him what job he gave him.
Kiryu throws Haruto at the door to shut it. Nobody is leaving.
Shoot, it slipped my mind again. I'll remember while I'm walking. He rushes out, hurriedly followed by Takashira and Matsunaga, who also give kind of half excuses about having to need to clean Moreno. Nagamo tries passing off the weird behavior as the busy life of a small family, which Kiryu definitely totally takes as the truth before asking if their boss is in. Nagamo shifts uncomfortably, saying how the boss sneaks out all the time before trying to use it as an excuse to go up looking for him, but Kiryu's like, no. You sit down. I'll go check. Kiryu heads upstairs, knocking on the boss's door. Is that our Tokyo man? What was the voice I did for him?
You just give him a normal voice.
Is that our Tokyo man?
Is that our Tokyo man?
Comes a voice. No, there's somebody later who should have that voice.
Is it the 1,000-year-old head of the alliance?
No, it's the father.
God, I hope not.
Oh god, yeah. Sorry.
Jesus,
I didn't think about how creepy that was. It was just a turn of...
Second time you've done. Comes a voice before welcoming it in. Oh, I forgot to there. There you go. Have a picture.
Cool.
Anyway. Kiryu sits, placing Haruto on the ground as he exchanges small talk with Hirose. He tells him that things are tense with the Masazoe family because of Kiryu's little stunt. They're looking into him now. Are they now? But I'm just an ordinary civilian. I'll try not to make any more trouble for your family. Hirose simply responds that Nagamo is ready to deal with whatever consequences come of him welcoming Kiryu in. Haruto crawls over to Hirose, climbing into the old man's lap. He chuckles. You like sitting on Grandpa's lap, huh?
Ugh.
It's in a cute, wholesome granddad way.
I misunderstood that he was talking about the baby. I'm so sorry. I thought he was talking to one of his friends.
Why would Kiryu crawl on his lap, you weirdo?
Yeah, sorry. I thought one of the men just ended up on his lap. Ignore me. Sorry.
What?
I missed the name. Sorry.
Jesus Christ. You're in a very weird mood today.
No, it's you, and you've set me up for failure here.
This game has been wholesome so far.
Yes, it is wholesome. It is very cute. We love Granddaddy Kiryu.
There's been
I can sympathize with Monty because we've had
I'm on edge.
You come in expecting it to be like, you know, a guy pops out of an alley and goes, "I'm collecting diapers. Can you help me?
Yes, we
I
all
sell them
remember.
at the school."
Can't remember which game it was. Yakuza 2, the men in diapers, that whole
that was
thing.
Yakuza 5.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
no. The men in diapers was 2. The family who was in like loincloths telling baseball guy to call him daddy.
So you actually introduce an actual child to this, and I am expecting at any point for the tone to shift.
My name's Mr. Panty Snatcher.
Excuse you, only 3 games of the Panty Snatcher storylines, please.
Yes, and one of them had the Bontam Bandit. Let's not forget about him.
Bontam's like panty.
And Bontam it was
Those are just trousers.
They're just trousers.
was
sorry.
turned out to be
Who turned out to be
Daigo
fucking-
or
No,
someone.
the villain of 2.
Oh,
Yeah, remember him?
Yeah, God, yeah.
Yeah, he was
what
cool.
his name? He was cool. I liked him.
Anyway,
Miss him.
Kiryu apologizes, taking Haruto back before saying that he'd best get going. Rose comments about, "Oh, already? But he's so bored. Done nothing but sit around since he got out of the hospital. Living off insurance sucks." Kiryu says his goodbyes, heading out and telling Nagumo that he'll be leaving. He asks if Kiryu is going to keep looking around for Haruto's dad, but he simply says that Nagumo doesn't have to worry about that anymore.
He's clocked somehow in his
Yeah.
big Kiryu brain. He's
Yeah.
Kiryu brained it, and he knows which one of them it is. Yeah.
As he leaves, he's approached by Kyo, who runs up to him, telling him that the Masazoe were by the bar looking for him. If they stay still, they'll find him, so she begins running, leading him to Reunion's shrine, just up the hill. They do have to fight off a few Masazoe on the way, but eventually they reach the shrine. Kyo looks around worriedly, saying how if the Masazoe catch him before he finds Haruto's dad, well, Kiryu knows, though, saying that things haven't looked great ever since he met Nagumo, to be honest. But he has found out one thing from the Hirose family. Haruka has definitely been here. They're really fucking bad liars. Not that Kiryu's one to talk. He doesn't understand how or why they're intentionally keeping him in the dark about it, but they were clearly involved with Haruka while she was here somehow. But even though he knows that they're hiding something, he just can't bring himself to be angry at them for hiding it. And he's not going to force it from them. He's going to wait until they're ready to tell him themselves. Kyo asks if he's really okay with that, causing Kiryu to crack a smile. I actually kind of like them.
Yeah, fair.
I'm starting to really enjoy this whole baby dad thing. It's quite nice.
He asks Kyo to continue babysitting Haruto, saying that he's going to head over to Moreno. "Hello, lady I just met yesterday. Please continue babysitting this baby."
You're probably his secret grandmother anyway.
Does that make her his wife?
Maybe.
Not necessarily, because
Oh,
I'm-
Oh,
thing
on
is-
the dad's side. I was like, what the-
Haruka is going to gasp awake with some big twist, and it could
Yeah.
be like, she's the grandmother, or he's the granddad, or whatever it is.
Anyway, he's headed to Moreno to talk to the guys.
13D chess. Sorry, continue.
Obviously, Kyo's happy to watch him, saying that she'll bring him by Kiryu's place later that night.
Cool.
She's always happy to spend time with the baby. He heads over, finding them. They actually did go clean the place. They weren't lying. The hostess stops her sweeping as she sees Kiryu, rushing over and throwing herself at him to thank him for saving her, and saying how she could really see herself falling for a guy like him. Takashira exhaustedly tells her that Kiryu's not interested, apologizing to him, commenting on how if Matsunaga wants any business, he should really hire some hotter girls. He seems to like a butch. Which we might cut that line because,
it's gross.
yeah, it's not great.
I mean, you didn't write
Takashira is
it.
not great.
You didn't write that.
I mean, you're
If you
correct,
didn't
but-
like it, Chase, it's probably worth cutting.
Yeah.
That's the bar.
He heads to the back to find Matsunaga working away at a model ship. He's one of those types. Oh god, this was the one that I needed. Yamato, the biggest battleship ever built. It's a national treasure.
It's tiny. It barely takes up a table.
Awful.
It's a national treasure built right here in Hiroshima. Kiryu comments how he didn't expect Matsunaga to be into things like that, but he says that he was born in a shipbuilding town. Everyone young and old is into it in some way. Kiryu moves on, apologizing for the trouble that he put them in the other night, but Matsunaga just kind of tells him not to sweat it. He knows that he was only trying to help, but to remember, he ain't Kiryu's friend. Not yet. Guess he's a tougher nut to crack than old Captain Nagamo. Their conversation's broken, though, as Yuta comes running in panicked. The shipbuilders from the other night went straight to Yome HQ to tattle on them. And the main family captain, Koshimizu, is on his way now to their office to settle things. Remember, Koshimizu was at least a name that Date knew way back when he's like, we heard a rumor that Chairman Kurisu died and that Koshimizu's running a show now.
Yeah, that's right.
Masazoe is with him as well, fresh off his bruises from Koshimizu. All in, they're about 20 guys deep. Matsunaga sighs, saying how he's probably going to have to chop off a pinky over this nonsense. Takashira asks why it has to be him. He wasn't the one beating up the customers. Both him and Yuta look over at Kiryu. But Matsunaga simply says that it's a Hirose bar and he runs it. He's responsible, even if it was a fight between customers. Takashira is still looking at Kiryu, though, saying that he isn't from around here. Maybe they could just get him to apologize. You think I'd do something that pathetic? Huh? Matsunaga scowls at him. I know we're chumps for Yakuza and all, but I ain't gonna sell Hirose short. Kiryu's confused, though. It was just a drunken brawl. How was that brought out a main family captain and his men? They're small time. Yuta looks over at him, telling him that an outsider like him wouldn't understand. The men from last night were from Iwami Shipbuilding, this town's base. One of the world's biggest shipbuilding businesses. They've got heaps of influence around Hiroshima. Schools, hospitals, you name it. Everyone in Hiroshima is connected to Iwami in one way or another. Anybody who dares to rise up at them, your life in Hiroshima may as well be over.
Okay.
Anyway, this doesn't involve Kiryu, so Matsunaga gets up, walking past Kiryu out of the bar. Obviously Kiryu being Kiryu, tries to go with him, but Matsunaga tells Yuta and Takashira to not let Kiryu leave this bar. But like, they couldn't even beat the shipbuilders that Kiryu had to beat for them. Well, needless to say, the stitches that they got yesterday might need to be reapplied.
Jesus.
Yuta pulls himself from the ground, pleading with Kiryu to not get involved. How is Kiryu going to survive against 20 men? Only 20.
What was the record? Because I remember
it's like hundreds.
He worked his whole way through Dojima HQ a couple of times where it was like the entire.
He's worked his way through Kamurocho Hills.
Yeah.
There was that shipyard
A whole
vibe.
skyscraper.
Frankly, I'm sure he's going to fight more than 20 before the game is over.
Yes.
This game.
And Kiryu loves wrestling with 20 men. Kiryu responds that he just wants to talk to them. How they respond, that's up to them. That's up to them. They try reasoning, saying how the Yome control every Yakuza in Hiroshima. It's suicide. Besides, he just met them. Why would he do this for them? For Matsunaga Aniki? You guys knew Haruka, but I know you're hiding it from me. The more I help you, the more willing you'll be able to tell me what I want. I've got my own motives for doing this, and charity isn't one of them. He just scoffs, saying that if info is all he really wanted, he could have just beaten it out of them, but Kiryu smiles, chuckling. Interesting. Never thought of that. He leaves, leaving a baffled Yuta in his wake. Kiryu heads over to find the street leading to Hirose's office mobbed, and as he approaches, he's met by a familiar face. You finally showed yourself. Been looking for you, Kiryu.
Oh,
It's
this
Masazoe.
guy. Masazoe.
Still owe you one for last night. But first, who in the hell are you? What brought you crawling into this town? Kiryu tells him to shove it. He's here for the Yome captain and no one else. But see, curious, silly Billy, that's why they want their revenge. And they are kind of, they're blocking the road. They're in the way.
They are. You
Masazoe
couldn't go around them.
You can't go around them. Can't go over them. Gotta go under them. I do. So what you do next determines whether I let you live or die. That's funny. I was thinking the same thing. Step aside if you don't want to die. If you leave now, I'll let this slide.
Your carrier voice has gotten so good.
Thank you. Weirdly enough, all of his men seem to have a fetish for death, so they charge directly into Kiryu's fists.
Great. Yeah.
Really weird how quickly a group of men can simultaneously go unconscious. Weird that. Masazoe falls to the ground, frantically crawling back, hands raised in defense as Kiryu slowly walks towards him, still trying to puff out his chest about being the head of the Masazoe. About how every Yome in Hiroshima will be out for him if he does this. Quiet now, Masazoe. Comes a voice from behind. The office door is open, and from it emerges. The Yome Alliance fights for you? You think you're so important? Ha! A tough man in a red suit walks up.
Koshimizu?
You must be Kiryu. Nice to meet you. He introduces himself as Kanji Koshimizu, captain of the Yome Alliance.
Okay, so Koshimizu is also giving boss fight energy. That man is going to rip his shirt off.
Mm-hmm. Oh, big time.
Yeah, cool. He's just he looks, I'm not going to call him skinny, he's slim looking, quite rat-faced, yeah. Hot war formed, I would say.
Yeah.
Battle hardened. That's the word
Yes,
I'm looking for. Not
that's
war
it.
formed.
Castle forged steel.
From behind, Tagashira and Utah rush up, but for some reason are still in shock to see Kiryu's defeated all the men. You'd think they would have learned by now, but people are slow. Koshimizu laughs. You think you're doing a good job at hiding your identity, but to me, the dragon on your back is plain as day.
Thank God. He's already my favorite because he's at least opened Twitter in his life, you know?
Yeah.
He looks over his shoulder. Right? You know who Kiryu is. Don't you, Nagamo? Nagamo shifts uncomfortably.
Oh.
He says how with Kiryu here, things have finally gotten interesting in this sleepy town, causing confusion in Masazoe, who asks, who is Kiryu? The Hirose family's already been dealt with. Consider this my warm welcome, Kazuma Kiryu-san. He walks off, Masazoe limping after him as Kiryu walks past Nagamo into the office, helping an injured Matsunaga off the floor. He's obviously not too happy that Kiryu, didn't listen to him and he's here, warning him that now the main family has to send. God, he'd rather have lost a pinky. Kiryu's out of his depth. He doesn't know what he's doing. But Kiryu fixes him with a still expression. Trust me. I know what I'm doing. Nagamo smacks him upside the head, forcing him to a bow, telling him to thank Kiryu for saving his digits. As for Matsunaga's beaten up state, yeah, that actually wasn't even Koshimizu who beat him up. That was Nagamo.
Oh.
who beat the shit out of him out of the kindness of his own heart to save his pinky, obviously.
Wow. That sounds like an incredibly dark scene that thankfully we didn't have to see.
Made it look worse than it felt, though. Don't worry.
Why are you making me do this?
It's one of those very... Nagamo's very thinks with his... He's very like Kiryu thinks with his fists, and he very much did it with the best... He didn't do it maliciously. It was best of intention. He's like, oh, if I beat you up and show the boss that I'm punishing you, maybe he won't punish you more.
Yeah, it's brutal. It's horrible.
Well, they're criminals.
It's great, but Jesus.
For as friendly as many of them are, I feel we can often forget they are criminal organizations.
I think we use the word criminal too disparagingly. They're Yakuza. That's
that too.
That's criminal could be shoplifting. That's
I mean, they do that.
yeah,
But
yeah, you know what I mean.
so do you.
Particular brand of criminal.
What are you talking about? That ain't true. You damn near killed me. They butt heads are wrestling with each other. Kiryu can't help but laugh, and before they know it, the whole office is bursting out in laughter. Even Patriarch Hirose, who is suddenly apparated behind Nagamo's shoulder, scaring the shit out of him. I love the camera work in the scene where it goes between this face and this face and this face, and it cuts to a wide. It cuts to a wide, and Patriarch Hirose is just suddenly there, and Nagamo turns on and he's like, "Ooh!" He got spooked by Hirose just suddenly appearing. Oh, I love Hirose. Silly, goofy old man. Oh, he says he's been there the whole time. You're done fighting, right? They sit down for a long coming chat. And Kiryu finally reveals his true identity. Matsunaga is in sheer amazement at the legend sat in front of him, but weirdly it doesn't actually seem like the rest of them know who he is, not even Hirose himself.
Kiryu sighs and just turns on the news.
Do you know who Majima is? You've not heard of Majima, right?
They can recognize him saying that he was the fourth chairman of the Tojo, but they've not heard of the Dragon of Dojima.
Yeah.
They ask why he hid it from them which fucking rich coming from them.
Yeah.
With him saying that it's simply in his past. He's a civilian now, but now it's out in the open. He's not the only one who's been hiding something. Matsunaga's not sure what he's on about, but Nagamo and Utah clearly do, shifting uncomfortably as ever. Hirose whispers over to Nagamo, asking him to let him in on the secret. I can keep a secret. Kiryu's already said, though, that he's not going to force it from them, so he's headed home to Haruto for the night. He'll be back. What? As he goes, Hirose forces Nagamo to let him in on the secret.
Can we learn it?
I love Hirose as well. He just kind of like grabs Nagamo around the shoulders and you're gonna tell me. I want to know. I want to know. Stop keeping secrets from me. I'm your boss.
Doesn't want to know as much as us.
He heads back, finding Kyo with Haruto waiting. They catch up briefly, her asking him if he's got any more information out of them. And he tells them that he didn't, but he's sure they'll come clean soon. He just needs to give them more time. She looked away for a brief moment, her face clouded. Kiryu asks what's up, but she simply passes it off, telling him, good night. He heads in, setting Haruto down and tucking him into bed before heading to the window for a smoke. But before he can at least he's doing it at the window.
I can see where the window is in relation to that child, and he's not far enough away, I'll tell you that.
He's doing it at the window. Would you rather he go outside and leave the baby alone?
Honestly.
Yes, because he could stand outside and look through the window.
Give him a break. He didn't ask for this.
The other side of that window is the ocean. There's not a porch.
Oh.
Anyway.
Just don't smoke for the night, Kiryu.
How is he supposed to know?
He tried buying the baby.
Look at his father
from
figure.
the grocery store.
He was a child
Why am I
soldier.
being lectured on this by you two? That is
Because
bad
we're the fathers
fathering.
here.
Also, just want to toss this out there right now because I will forget. I have written in my notebook that Kyo, Haruto's real mother, question mark? No evidence for it.
No, yeah, I mean,
But
it's a 50-50.
It's on the board now.
You just
I'm enjoying the conspiracy board. Do you have red strings?
Not yet, no. I'm making a little tree map here.
We're just putting the things on the board. The red strings will come.
You just go into these games with an assumption of twist.
Well, exactly what I said to her in our Discord was that nothing matters in this game except for the first 2 chapters and the last 2 chapters. Everything in the middle is all red herrings and nonsense.
No comment. He sets Haruto down and tucks him into bed before heading to the window for a smoke. But before he can light it up, there's a knock at the door and a call from Nagamo.
Oh.
He opens it to find Nagamo saying that Kyo told him where he's staying, and he has something that he wants to tell Kiryu. Kiryu then does leave Haruto alone, and he goes to the roof.
The roof's okay. The roof's okay.
He goes to the
baby
roof
monitor would be good.
with Nagamo for a little smoke. He doesn't have a baby monitor. You think Kiryu's a fucking baby monitor?
I like to make this stress free for me. He has one in his pocket. In every
If it makes
scene.
you feel better, none of this happened. You're all right. Your nervous system can calm down. Pixels on a screen, my dear.
I'm telling you, fictional babies freak me out, man. More than my own baby.
They head to the roof to share a smoke where Nagamo finally lets out the truth. The whole family knows Haruka, and they knew her while she was here. And they've known exactly who Kiryu was since the moment that he showed them the picture.
Right.
Well, maybe not Natsunagi. He's not exactly the brightest bulb, but the rest of them. He apologizes for the family's rudeness up to this point, but tells them that they did have a reason for not telling him. Haruka never gave them permission. He begins his story telling how Haruka arrived 3 years ago. She was quiet, reserved, didn't talk much about herself. Hell, they thought that she'd run away from home and she was scared. But out in the sticks, she was darn near the cutest girl that anyone had ever seen. And obviously, she became popular real quick. Everyone was on their best behavior around her. The family, the shipbuilders, the fishermen. Before long, she was an important, integral part of Onomichi. No one could bring themselves to mention her past life as celebrity. They could tell she was trying to escape that, and they wanted to help protect her from the world that she was clearly trying to escape. That's why they hid any information that they had about her. They knew Kiryu wanted the information and why, but they just couldn't bring themselves to betray Haruka like that. He says that they're all more considerate than he took them for. Can see why Haruka felt at home. Unfortunately, though, Nagamo doesn't know about Haruto's dad.
Ugh.
Much as everyone loved Haruka, he never heard about her dating anyone. Given the baby's coming up on a year old, she must have gotten pregnant right around the time that she left Onomichi. Maybe she left because of that. She left about half a year ago. No one has seen her since. Even seeing him, he's struggling to believe that Haruto's her kid. It just doesn't add up. That's all that he and the family knows, but there is one person who might know more. See, when Haruka was here, obviously, she wanted to support herself. So she got herself a job at a bar. A bar that Kiryu knows very well now. If anyone around here knew Haruka the best, it was Kyo.
There you go.
Okay, so Kyo's been to Tokyo. Kyo went to Tokyo with Haruka. And then Kyo came back.
the implication wasn't that she went for a visit. It was that she moved
a
away
long
for many
time.
years.
Yeah.
It was that she
It
moved
was a
away
long
for
time
an
ago.
extended period.
Sure. It means that she's got roots there somewhere. Would have been easy for her to go back recently.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. I'm actually doubling down after that story on the Kyo is Haruto's real mother theory. And again, I'm not going to hate it if Haruka is the real mum.
Or
Just to be clear, I
maybe-
just don't trust it.
Or maybe she could be. There's a reason. No. I was going to say, why did Haruka come here, of all places? You know, was it just a random pick? Or is this her long lost auntie or something?
That's a really good point.
Chapter 5. Masked. Utah screams, causing Nagumo to come over and smack him, telling him he's going to scare the baby. God. But he already messed the diaper I just gave him. Why won't he stop shitting? That just shows he's a healthy kid. Now go on and get another one. Here we go. Peekaboo. Haruto cries harder,
Oh, no.
causing Nagumo to throw up his hands, shouting about how this is hopeless. The Hirose family are on babysitting duty, all fussing over Haruto.
How many
but
Yakuza does it take to change a diaper?
they're all fussing over him, but unable to get him to stop crying no matter what they do. Kiryu sighs from the couch, telling Yuta to get him here, cradling him. He stops crying instantly. Nagumo commenting how he's always the calmest when he's in Grandpa Anaki's arms. Grandpa Anaki.
Come a long way since Zero.
Kiryu chuckles, saying that might be so. Although he's sure that he'd rather be in his mother's arms instead. The tone goes awkward, as Nagumo seems like he wants to ask about her. Kiryu tells them that he actually did go to find Kyo after the conversation the night prior, but she wasn't at her bar. It's odd that she wasn't there at that time. It's prime business time, but she did leave a note, only saying that she wanted to speak to Kiryu alone tonight at the top of the ropeway. Anyway, he's got some time before the meeting, so he leaves Haruto with them and heads out onto town before immediately finding trouble, as he finds a dude named Joe getting beat up.
Right.
Joe tries telling Gramps that to run, they're too strong, but afterwards Kiryu. Oh no, so these guys say that they're with Justice.
Oh.
And Kiryu thinks that he's probably heard that name before. Maybe it involves, I don't know, he just kind of wants to punch something. And punch he does! And Jesus fucking Christ, Joe must be weak as fuck, because they're not even combat tutorial strong. Get fucking better, Joe. Come on. I know you're meant to be like an underdog, but
Thought Okada was training people up.
no, he's not Justice. They're Justice.
Why are Justice beating up poor Joe? I thought Justice were kind of...
Good guys.
Who knows? Who knows? Some dude in yellow rushes up, glad to see that Joe's doing all right. He quickly ushers them all away to a restaurant nearby that they're using for a hideout, seemingly against the wishes of the bald sunglass inside wearing owner. Joe's treated by
bald sunglasses? Are
Is
we
it Ed?
are we talking about Stabby Edward?
It's not Stabby Edward, no.
Stabby Ed.
It's not Stabby Edward.
Edward Scissorhands.
No, it is not. Joe's treated by Yellow Shirt's sister, who apologizes to Kiryu for whatever the fuck is happening here. Anyway, this is Masao. He's been friends with Jojima, aka Joe, since grade school. Jojima. Joe's Bizarre Adventure. Seems Joe's a big old local legend. Only recently came back to Onomichi after being away for years in Tokyo. Now all the punks just want to beat him up because he founded some weird group called Justice. But why are Justice now trying to beat him up? Well, it seems that Joe didn't have the cleanest break from the group, and now they're all coming after him.
Oh, man.
So Okada didn't found it. Good old Joe here found it.
Okada's maybe sending people after Joe.
Oh, who's to say? Joe finally recovers enough to sit up, thanking Kiryu for saving him, but warning him that Justice doesn't forgive grudges. They're going to be after his head now, too. They sit and they chat Justice. Kiryu tells them that about meeting Komei, Joe telling him that he's Justice's strategist and the leader Okada's right hand. Ooh. Seems that back when he founded Justice, it was made of people who believed in Okada's strength and vision. But these days, they're a little more than a street gang, so Joe split. Oh. Before they can continue their chat, Joe's phone rings. It's Justice. Oh, also they kidnapped Masao's sister Sachiko. That was just, fixing him. She went out for like milk and they kidnapped her.
We don't need to remember
Probably not
any
good.
of this, do we?
They'll trade her for Kiryu.
Right.
Joe won't do it. They have 100 guys. They're here to kill. Kiryu loves it though when he needs to touch 100 men, so let's get to it. Also, they're putting a woman in danger, and Kiryu Cosmo respects women. Masao says that he'll go round up some punks, and together they head off on a rescue mission. Welcome. Yeah, they head on a rescue mission.
Oh, wow. Look at them go. Lovely color palette here.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of yellows and reds.
About
Lots of
8
copy-paste guy.
4 of the same guy.
Welcome to Clan Creator, which
What?
is Yakuza 6's minigame that I will not be covering after this bit.
Why does it look like this?
It is the exact same minigame as Majima Construction from Yakuza 2.
Oh.
Yakuza 2 was literally just...
Tower defense.
It's literally just Majima Construction was literally just a Majima flavor of Clan Creator. This was the original
so
version.
weird how many franchises. Do you remember for 2 games, Assassin's Creed had a fucking tower defense mode?
Hey, an underrated tower
I
defense
enjoy
mode.
it because it looked great.
I dropped hours into that. Yeah. Base building mechanics. Whenever something has a base building mechanic, my God, I just drink it up.
So good.
Anyway, yeah, you build a clan and you lead them into battle against justice.
Against justice.
Against justice.
Does Okada ever show up?
Well, Okada's already shown up, so assumedly. Anyway, they all win and they have a celebratory clap for their victory. It's kind of like how at the end of Majima Construction battles, they all sing the Majima Construction theme song. In this one,
Simpler times.
They all clap for each other.
It's not quite as good as the Majima Construction theme song.
I agree. You're correct. All this violence makes Joe finally see the truth. He's got to take justice down, and he's got to make Rainmaker see the truth.
Justice is blind.
They used to be besties in Kamurocho during the era of the color gangs. Do you remember the color gangs?
No.
We had a whole 2-minute quest with them in Yakuza 4.
No.
We had to go I think it was Saejima had to find shit and had to go through.
I don't remember Yakuza
You could
4.
just tell me anything and I'd believe that you told us about it. Anyway. You went to the moon? Sure.
Anyway, the color gangs were annoyed that Joe and Rainmaker wouldn't join, so they banded together to found justice and drive them out because they were making Kamurocho real, not fun. Funny how they turned out exactly what they swore to destroy. Anyway, Justice is probably going to send the 6 lunatics against us.
Right, yes, okay, we've got our captains. Every game needs to do this thing, right? What were they? The 4 kings?
The 4 billionaires.
The 6 lunatics.
The 18 perverts.
And they're all gamblers or real estate tycoons or some shit.
They're leaders that Rainmaker paid to join Justice. And they're largely the ones responsible for turning it into a street gang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they all wrestlers? This will
Up
be
in
fun.
Kamurocho, Komei gathers them all, telling them that their plan has run into a snag. Rainmaker knows that it's because of Joe. He's heard Komei sent a group to deal with him. One of the others cocks an eyebrow. Didn't they have explicit orders from Okada to leave Joe alone? Oh well, he's a traitor. But Komei's dragging the name of Justice through the mud by letting Joe defeat such a large squadron of there. So Rainmaker makes it rain.
Oh.
He makes it rain.
I should say his big entrances for pay-per-views and things, fake money rains all over the stadium.
Does it?
It's very cool.
And he sounds out his first lunatic, Yano.
That's a wrestler. Yeah, there's a real wrestler. Yeah. Are they all going to be wrestlers?
I guess so.
Oh my god.
Back in Onomichi, Joe's gonna found a new rival gang, and he wants Kiryu to lead it. Goddamn. Kiryu can't help himself hearing a sob story about Joe wanting to wake his best friend up and show him the path. It really hits home. And thus the Kiryu clan is born.
Is the baby with him for all of this?
Nope. Remember the Horsehair baby's hitting him.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Anyway, I refuse to go through the rest of Clan Creator because it sucks.
Great.
But for Neil's benefit,
Oh.
I give you the 6 lunatics.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, right. I don't recognize a couple, but we've definitely
I
got
have all their names.
That is Hiroshi Tanahashi.
Correct.
The greatest of all time in a lot of people's eyes, especially in Japan. Tetsuya Naito.
Correct.
Who is one of my favorites of all time, one of the leaders of Ingo Barnables de Hopon, and a frequent long-term rival to Okada. And then we've got... Who is this?
That is Satoshi Kojima.
Kojima. Yeah.
The other two?
And
we've already
Hiroyoshi
covered.
Tenzin.
I don't know him.
Hmm.
Yeah.
This is fun. This is really fun.
Needless to say, these are the 6 lunatics, but that's not to say that they're the only ones in Justice. We have a colorful band of characters.
Jesus Christ. Oh my god, it's fucking, I can't remember his name in Japan.
Oh, Jesus.
He's dressed up like Marty McFly, though.
Yes,
Hold on, I have these in the wrong order. This is Kushida.
Kushida, that's it, yeah.
We have...
I don't know.
This is... I believe his name is Super Strong Machine.
Okay.
We have...
Oh my god. My fucking goat, Shibata. Oh my god, Shibata's in this?
We have...
Don't know.
Oh, he's the Flash, sort
This
of.
is Captain New Japan.
Okay.
Oh.
We have...
Again, looks familiar, this one.
Yuji Nagata.
It's weird lighting, that is Nagata. Yeah.
We have...
No.
I believe this is Ryusuke Taguchi.
Okay.
We have...
No.
I believe this
Is that Goto?
I believe it's Geto, but yes.
Oh, Geto. Yeah. He's like the head booker of New Japan.
We have...
Oh fuck. Yeah.
This is Bushi.
Okay.
We have...
Are these all in the game?
Yes.
Wow, that's a lot of wrestlers they got in. That's fantastic.
That's not Suzuki, is it? No.
I believe this is Manabu Nakanashi?
No, not sure.
Or is this Ishii? Might be
no. I mean,
Tomohiro Ishii?
It's if it's Ishii, it's a very old picture. Ishii is a lot squatter than that nowadays.
Oh, well.
Oh yeah, no, that's evil.
We have Evil.
That's evil.
Is this Ishii?
That's Ishii.
There we go.
Yeah, that's the stone pit bull.
Anyway, yes, this is
Wow.
Justin. This is Justin.
Fucking hell.
So if you want to hear Neil nerd out about wrestling more, we have a whole episode for you where he led us through the WWE history.
I will say, none of these come into the story. That's why I just have pictures of them.
But they are rendered into the game.
I believe, yes, they are all, you can have them all join your, this is a frequent thing with these mini games where you can get wrestlers to join your mini game. It's like in the cabaret clubs, you can get them as like hostesses and stuff. And
I see.
It's always, it can grab around wrestlers.
Wow. Thank you for going to all that effort. I want to talk about some of these more, but I've just done that for 3 hours.
But Neil, I don't have time to talk about them. So I was going to ask you to come up with a quick storyline for all of them. That involves them going up against Kiryu Clan.
Oh, God.
Kiryu Clan's the underdog against all these established...
I can't write wrestling storylines.
It's got to involve
You can use
Bray
Justice-
Wyatt, the multiverse.
Please, Neil, you're the producer here. You
Well,
gotta,
I'm already having a really hard time with this because there's a couple of like mortal enemies on here, you know?
Kiryu was just so powerful that they had to put their differences aside.
I love all these guys and Joe.
Yeah. Joe, who was getting beat up by the 2 weakest opponents we've seen.
Anyway, yeah,
Thank you for that.
fun.
That was fun.
I think the ultimate storyline, if I remember right, you basically go through all of them and eventually you beat Okada and then he's not actually the leader of Justice. There's a guy above him who's been corrupting everything, yada yada, something. I don't remember.
Probably Gato.
That makes sense. Yeah.
No, it's not even a wrestler. It's an original character.
Cool.
Somebody fucking put it in the comments. I don't remember. We'll read it later. Anyway, the sun is back. Kiryu.
That's pretty.
Kiryu takes his ADHD meds and gets him back on track, and the sun is setting. So Kiryu hops on the ropeway to the top of the mountain, taking in the gorgeous sights of Onomichi. As he does, he thinks back, remembering memories of his life with Haruka. We see flashbacks, all these. Him finding her as a scared child, clutching to a gun. In the middle of bodies, in a shot-up bar. Haruka's mother, Yumi, giving her life, and Kiryu taking Haruka under his care. Their life together in Okinawa with the family, finally finding some level of peace. Haruka's career as an idol, bringing happiness to millions across Japan. And now, Haruka, cold, lifeless, in a hospital bed.
Does he think back on the
Unsure
time he took her
whether-
to buy porn? Remember that time?
Don't fucking do that. You're ruining a moment,
Sorry.
you dick! Now he thinks about Haruka, cold, lifeless in a hospital bed, unsure whether she'll ever smile at him again.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there goes the tone. My bad.
The railroad car clatters into the station. Kiryu stepping out onto the cold mountaintop air to see Kia waiting for him, looking out over the outlook over the town, her face downcast slightly. He approaches her as she apologizes for calling him all the way up here and for the secrets. She begins. The first time we met was 3 years ago, down by the harbor. She was gazing out at the water with the saddest look on her face. I thought maybe she would jump, so I called out to her. That's how we started talking. It didn't take long to learn Haruka-chan had nowhere to go. She was a runaway, all alone in the country. I couldn't abandon somebody so vulnerable, so I decided to offer her a futon at my place, at least for the night. But before the evening was gone, though, it was clear that something was bothering her. I could tell she was a nice girl, though, and that's when I asked if she wanted to have a job at my bar for a while. As you know, I handled the bar just fine by myself, but she needed help. From that day forward, we had a partnership. You know, Haruka-chan never seemed like the idol type. She was always so sweet. Of course, she knew who Haruka's past was. Everybody did, but everybody still treated her like normal. Over time, she began to see Haruka smiling more and more, at least until that day. She came to Kyo, tears in her eyes, but even so unable to stop grinning. To this day, Kyo wishes that she'd asked her what's wrong, because the next day, Haruka disappeared from this town for good. It's likely that was when Haruka had just learned that she was pregnant. Unfortunately, just like the family, Kyo doesn't know who Haruka's father is. Again, Haruka never
all the way up here.
Again, Haruka never seemed like she was dating anyone. But she does have an idea of who it could be, although she's not positive on it. Well, hey. A familiar voice interrupts Kyo before she can continue. A large group of men walking towards Kiryu. This is the last place I expected to find you, yet here you are, Kiryu-san.
What's he doing here?
Somiya, right?
It's Somiya, in front of a large group of Tojo men.
Can't bring a large group of Tojo men into fucking Hiroshima.
You would think so. It's weird they're here.
I mean, the implication by the fact she couldn't finish the sentence, then he arrives, is that narratively he is the father, and I see that. But we need more information.
Kiryu is confused as fuck as to why Somiya's here. Well, Kyo looks away, almost frightened. Somiya could ask him the same question, though. As for him, he's been staying at this beautiful mountaintop hotel. First time out in the countryside. Man, climbing all these hills is a real pain in the ass. Kiryu's face hardens. He wants to know why a Tojo patriarch is here. Somiya tells him to chill. He's here to swear an oath between himself and the Yomi Alliance's captain, Koshimizu.
Okay.
Under normal circumstances, the oath would be between the chairman, Dojima, and Kurisu, but, well. As for why he specifically is here, acting chairman Tsugai is considering him for the role of successor to the Tojo clan.
Oh, no.
Kiryu narrows his eyes, but Somiya continues that this simply makes him an equal in standing to Koshimizu in this alliance. I get the sense you don't approve. Perhaps you're interested in coming back to swear in my place, fourth chairman? I wouldn't object. Fate seems to be pulling us together anyway. Kiryu questions the word fate. Our meeting all the way out here is more than just coincidence. And that woman beside you, she used to be with me. It's good to see you, Kiyomi. I should have known you'd come back here. I looked everywhere for you after you left. But I must say, it's good to see that you're safe. He puts his hand on her neck, but she pulls away, looking at the ground away from him. Oh, but look at the time. I really must be going. Fourth chairman, if you'll excuse us. He returns to the front of the group, leading them in a deep bow to Kiryu before heading off. As he goes, Kiryu tells Kyo not to worry. He isn't interested in prying into her history with him. All he cares about is Haruka, but he also thinks that can wait for now. She apologizes to him, but he tells her not to as he walks off. Thank you, Kiryu-san. Kiryu heads back to the Hirose office, updating the guys on everything that happened. Nagamo is understandably aghast at the news about Kiyomi, but the others don't seem too ruffled. She does have a Tokyo accent after all.
Sorry, Chase, to interrupt.
Yeah.
When he implied with, as in, I hesitate to use the word romantically because we don't know the context, but they were together? Is that, or is it more that she was in his group?
In some fashion.
They were in some fashion together. Okay.
They were acquaintances of some sort.
Interesting.
Yuta laughs, joking about if the others thought that she might have been married. Dumbass, you inclined Kyo-chan is divorced? Ain't no way. Nagamo strangles him again. The name, which I love every time that they do this strangle gag, it's so Simpsons coded. It's very like, the camera goes wide and he's just like, come here, boy.
I can imagine like a rattling sound when it has like when he does it.
The name Kiyomi means purity. But Yuta shoots back that pure women get married too. Besides, her being divorced makes sense. Why else would she come back from Tokyo just to open a bar? Nagamo thinks that she's simply too pretty to handle the Tokyo pollution. She's also pretty good at looking after kids, Yuta jokes again, asking if maybe she has any. Yeah, swipe! He's a strangling resumes. A real woman can take care of kids, even if she ain't got her own. And he smacks Yuta to the floor, asking if any of the other buttheads want a whooping.
It's just these cartoon clowns.
Looney Tunes.
I love them.
Correct. Before they continue their whatever the fuck is going on, the door flies open with a scream. It's Ino. Kyo's been kidnapped.
Oh no.
Right.
He was at her bar when a bunch of Yakuza busted in and forced her into a car. He tried stopping them, but they beat the crap out of him. And as for her, she told him not to worry. As for who kidnapped her, they looked like Tokyo types. Boss was real young.
Okay.
The room goes silent. Nagamo walking over to the wall and grabbing a wooden club, heading immediately to leave. Kiryu asks where he's going. Can't you tell? I'm going to save Kyo-chan. Kiryu tells him to not take the Tojo lightly. He can't handle this alone, but Nagamo responds that this isn't an order of Kiryu's that he can follow. The rest of the family obviously say they'll go with him, but Kiryu reminds them that Somiya is here as a Yomei guest. If they bust in, it's going to be more than their pinkies that they'll lose. They could shut down the family. Nagamo hardens his resolve and turns back to them. Fine then. I'll offer to leave the family. I'll take responsibility for our action and cut my ties with the Hirose. A Yakuza who can't protect the woman he loves ain't a true Yakuza.
Again, one-sided love, but this is cute.
His men all look at Nagamo like he's the coolest motherfucker they've ever seen.
This lot of floating voters flip-flop around the place daily.
Kiryu stands up, telling them all that they're fucking dumbasses. But so is he, so let's go on a fucking rescue
King of
mission.
the dumbasses.
King of the dumbasses, correct. He fits in very well here.
This game somehow frequently writes characters that make him look smart.
Kiryu is King Himbo.
It feels like damage control from the early games.
But not them. Hirose's family can't be involved. He'll do it himself, Kiryu style, obviously. Duh. Suddenly, Patriarch Hirose walks out, asking what all the fuss is about.
In a hospital gown.
Double lasagna.
Yeah, ask what all the fuss is about. They only just way to keep them from knowing they're in the family, right? He goes to a closet, pulling out a bunch of sketchy ass balaclavas.
Wow.
He made those himself. 100% stitched them.
Smiling brightly. He's like a wide, really excited smile, like he's wanted to show people these for years, saying how he used to wear them if he wanted to beat the crap out of someone. Usually guys from the main family. They never got wise either.
Sure.
They all pick one up, Nagamo handing the black one to Kiryu, because Kiryu's cool. He's not keen on hiding his identity, but my guy, they know that Kiryu's been hanging around the family, so, you know, kind of blow their cover, so he has to wear one too. Masks delivered, the boss goes back to, I don't know, eat another fucking parfait. Weird ass old fucking man. Anyway, game plan. Takashiro grabs a pamphlet he has for the hotel containing a map. Takashiro is frequently shown as like the only smart one in the family, or at bare minimum the only one with any level of common sense. So he's like their quote unquote strategist.
I'm not sure a balaclava would conceal Kiryu's identity. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, especially because you know that he is absolutely wearing all his normal clothes with a balaclava on top. It's like the classic Cosmic Kiryu suit just with a balaclava. Anyway, they come up with a divide and conquer plan to effectively search the hotel. But from a meta sense, let's be very real, they have a VIP suite. She's definitely there. And they'll also have an escape car. They don they do don actual clothes. They don black tactical gear and their masks and hop in a van, speeding for the mountaintop. They screech up to the entrance of the hotel, slamming the full weight of their fists into the guards at the entrance before knocking in the door for their big entrance.
Oh.
Nice.
To be fair, I don't...
This is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
they might actually get away with it. I mean, Kiryu does still look very Kiryu-coded, but the rest of them, why does he get a slit?
I was going to say, everyone else has traditional balaclavas, and he's got no mouth hole. Do you think Kiryu's accidentally put his mouth hole over his eyes?
The eye holes are like on the top.
On the top of his head.
He like put the mouth hole there, and he's like, it's not big enough. He's like stretching it, ripping it. Somebody give me the scissors.
Nobody tell him.
Come on out. Get ready for a righteous ass whooping.
Oh, so
That
he doesn't
is
try
the
and conceal his
most
voice.
recognizable
No.
voice.
The hotel is filled to the brim with Tojo men. They methodically, cleanly, surgically murder every single one as they comb their way through the guest rooms on each floor. But they aren't finding Somiya. The group rejoins on the 3rd floor, Utah having intel that Somiya is taking a bath up on the 4th floor.
It's a sad day for the Tojo when this gang of losers, bar Kiryu, can carve through a hotel
Let's
of
be
them.
so real. Kiryu's doing 95%
All the
of the
fighting.
work.
Yeah.
It's like 95% Kiryu.
Yeah. Fair.
He's let the others come along to feel special. They're almost stopped by a guard at the stairs, but Utah, Matsunaga, and Tagashira all hold them back so that Kiryu and Nagamo can go have their brother time up in the bathhouse. They enter the steaming room. A number of men are bathing, but none of them are Somiya. Kiryu walks over to a man at the benches, washing his hair, grabbing it, and pulling his head back. And then he waterboards him to get a better look. It's not Somiya. So he flips the man into the bath.
Oh,
Wow, look at those shiny bodies, those wet men.
those towels are doing a lot of work.
I would like to think these are the same towels that they used in that one scene in Smash.
Yes.
The ones,
yes.
the ones that can somehow survive anything.
The clip. Yeah, the click. Yeah. That's a deep cut.
It's a good show.
Kiryu wrestles the hot, wet, barely clothed man along Nagamo, the steam barely covering anything, while the bathwater runs red.
Jesus Christ.
Help. Are you trying to turn me on or freak me out?
The muscle men disposed of, there's only one place left to check. Nagamo throws wide the door to the sauna. To the sauna?
Is this a new character? I don't know.
Nagamo throws wide the door to the sauna. To the sauna gavista. Walking in, but immediately getting hit by a wall of steam and heat. He can't take it. He rushes out, reaching up to his head. Kiryu rushes to stop him, saying, "No!" But it's too late. Nagamo rips off his mask, breathing a sigh of cold relief.
You have a mouth hole.
You had one job.
He, of course, is instantly caught by Masasoe, who rushes up to him. He tries putting the mask just like in front, like not even on. He like holds it in front of his face. He's like, "No, I'm not Nagamo. I'm not. It's not money."
Wow.
I did not hear him. I did not. Oh, hi, Masasoe. Rolling his eyes because he knows the jig is up, Kiryu just also whips off his mask.
Yeah, fair.
Oh, really? Is that you, Kiryu-san? A voice comes from behind him, deeper into the steam of the sauna. Somiya. What's with that outfit? Isn't it hot in that? Kiryu demands to know where Kyo is. Somiya scoffing that he can't believe the 4th chairman would stoop so low over one woman. Seems the rumors about him were right, though. He gets up, seeing that Kiryu clearly wants a fight. There we go. But, oh well, he doesn't, so. Obviously the raid has him as a disadvantage, and he's not a dumbass. He only made it this far by fighting on sure bets. Oh, so you're a coward then. No, let's not jump to any conclusions. He hasn't lost the fight yet. No. Know what they say. Live to fight another day. He rips off his towel, throwing it at Kiryu with a gleeful smile as he sprints out of the sauna.
Butt ass naked.
Ass naked.
His little glistening butt running through the night.
Kiryu turns to follow, but he throws water on the rocks, causing a cloud of steam to blind Kiryu.
I love the fact they're using just the fact that Kiryu's apparently never been in a sauna before to defeat him here.
I think Somiya is a great baddie, by the way. This is
He
fun.
just doesn't want to fight.
Oh,
Yeah.
Somiya might be my favorite villain of the series.
I see that.
I really enjoy Somiya. Because he has that perfect balance of cockiness and actual like menace. Anyway. Kiryu quickly recovers, rushing after Somiya, beating his way through a busy burly boy banquet on the other side of the floor before finally rushing up and catching Somiya, now donned in a bathrobe, don't worry, up in the VIP suite. No shit. Look what you've done. I only just took a bath and now I'm covered in sweat again. I'll have to take another one later. He rips the bathrobe off, clearly having only donned it just to do that, to reveal his muscly back.
That's a
no
shame.
tattoo, everyone.
I see you've yet to get any ink done. In this day and age, tattoos are nothing but a hindrance. We no longer live in a world where Yakuza shake down civilians for cash. Working an honest job is a far safer alternative, really. Pays better, too. That's what the leadership teaches now.
Boo.
Kiryu narrows his
That's
eyes.
fun. I like that.
Oh, I think it's cool. But like, boo, no tattoos. You know?
Kiryu narrows his eyes, saying that tattoos aren't supposed to be threats. They represent the ideals of the life that you've chosen to lead. You really think a few drops of ink carry that much weight? Quit dreaming. The world's a harsh mistress. If a worker wants to please his boss, he raises profits. Wouldn't you agree? So if tats are going to hurt your bottom line, the modern Yakuza is right to avoid them. If profits have become more important than the dream, then the Yakuza are finished. Kiryu, my guy. It's always been about profits. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Yeah.
Literally since Yakuza 0, it has been about profit. Does he not forget the entire thing they fought over the lot to sell it? Profits?
Yeah. I think Kiryu has always seen the Yakuza in his ideal form as being a sort of group of philosopher kings. Like, so, you know.
Even Majima, an absolute madman, understood it was all about profits.
He made them all the money when he tried.
When he tried. I wonder what Majima... Oh, Majima's in prison with Daigo, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
I had to take my
Saitama.
Daigo out of the...
And Saijima.
Saijima's definitely not in the same prison. Saijima's probably back on his island or wherever it was they had him.
Remember they used to go on vision quests when he was in prison? His cellmate would take him on vision quests.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kiryu believes that a clan only stays together by seeing the strength of its leader on his back. But Somi's like, the fuck are you on about? People are only joining for the money. What the fuck are you talking about?
Hard to argue.
Kiryu, do you think that somebody sees a tattoo and is like, Yakuza, I'm in.
Well, you've got to bear in mind, this is a man whose experience for the last 20 years has been anyone who, like, even vaguely recognizes him or his story, like, throws themselves at his feet.
Good point. Or throws off their coat to show off their badass tattoo.
I'm still waiting on the baby ripping off his onesie to reveal a sick koi or something, you know?
It'd be an elephant.
Haruka got him tatted immediately. I'm sure that will stretch well as he grows up.
Whips it off and just goes, "Rawr!"
Anyway, Kiyomi, she's over in the bedroom. His men are probably having their fun with her as they speak.
Oh, God, come on.
Yeah.
And
always
that's
comes
all
back.
Kiryu needed to hear, so fight! See, Somiya talks a big game, but also his balls are literally kind of exposed and just waiting for Kiryu to crush them with a plush leather hotel chair, or perhaps a fine solid oak coffee table.
Oh, God.
Right to his beautifully briefed bottom. Nagamo rushes in as Kiryu finishes playing with Somiya's balls on the floor, and just as the door to the bedroom opens, with Koshimizu walking out.
Oh, no.
Surprised to see Kiryu, and also Hirose's imbecile, he tells Kiryu that they've been expecting him. Come on in. Kiryu enters, surprised to see Kyo, perfectly fine, at a dining table, enjoying a fine meal alongside two other
Here he
men.
is.
She's incredibly confused as to why Kiryu is here. The man on the left asks Koshimizu to explain who Kiryu is. President Iwami. Iwami. Kiryu interrupts Koshimizu, telling him that they heard Kiryu was here against her will, but Koshimizu just laughs, saying that they were just extending a dinner invite to their guest's dear wife. That was a lovely pre-dinner workout. Thanks, Fourth Chairman.
Right.
Somiya recovers, entering the room with his bathrobe once more. He walks over to a wine bucket, pulling a bottle from the ice and removing the cork with his teeth, pouring a glass before sitting down, legs crossed, and explaining that Kiyomi is his ex-wife.
Cool.
Nagamo is horrified by hearing this,
Yeah.
while Kyo looks ashamed but does confirm it, causing Nagamo to just crumble and drop to his knees.
I'm way off the it's her baby. I'm way off that track now. I think it's too much of a red herring.
Oh,
way off.
Oh, do you
it.
think red herring? Because I'm solidly on that track.
I'm way
following
off
those
there
clues.
now.
I think her baby. He's
I think it's
obviously a
Haruka's baby,
psychopath,
fully.
and I think she gave it to Haruka to get it away from there because he's a psycho.
It makes too much sense too soon for this franchise.
That is all absolutely fair. Yeah, maybe I'm just where the game wants
I
me
think
to
it's
be.
still Haruka's.
You say that, but they also said it was Haruka's from the get-go.
True.
Yeah, but it's always the double turn.
Yeah, they like a double turn this series, but I'm following the double turn and I'll
Yeah.
stick with it. She's the mum. Continue.
I also have a note saying, sorry, Nagamo, Somia's way hotter than you. Sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
President Iwami, who's the one on the left, looks at the scene, saying that it's clear that this was a misunderstanding, but there still needs to be consequences.
Iwami isn't Iwami shipbuilding.
Correct, yes.
Cool.
Koshimizu agrees, ruthlessly and immediately cutting the Hirose family off from the Yome,
Wow.
and saying that Hirose will be paying a finger as well.
Oh.
Nagamo tries to protest, but Koshimizu tells him to shut all the way the fuck up, reiterating basically exactly what Kiryu said back at the office and warned them.
Yeah. He knew. So they're just 5 men now in a room when they go back to their office.
I think they're better off without the
Yeah,
Yomi,
yeah.
to be honest.
We just hang out with a baby. That's what we do most days anyway. Who's got the baby right now? All of the babysitters are here.
Shit, you're right. Oh my god, you're right.
Jeez.
Where is the baby?
All of the babysitters are here. She's there. And
Assumedly with Hirose.
okay.
Assumedly with...
Hirose makes sense because he didn't come on the raid.
He's sleeping by now. He's got an appointment.
Nah,
And then-
he's sleeping and that baby's cuddled in the bed with him. Like they're doing the co-sleeping thing. That baby loves it. It's great.
Anyway, the older man at the head of the table puts down his drink, kindly telling Koshimizu to calm himself. This was meant to be a celebration. He's scaring Kiyomi. Let's bury the hatchet for a day. But, Chairman, the man's eyes go immediately cold. Listen closely. When I say to forget it, you forget it. Do I make myself clear? He looks over at Somiya, asking if he minds, but Somiya chuckles, saying that he was the one who caused this understanding to begin with. Kiryu looks down the table, asking who the man who commands so much power is. The chairman of Iwami Shipbuilding. My name is Heizo Iwami. Somiya sneers at Kiryu, saying that Iwami here heads up the Iwami group, which in turn heads Iwami Shipbuilding. But he also goes by another name. Takeru Kurisu, the chairman of the Yome Alliance.
Oh, good twist. Okay.
Which is now why you know why the shipbuilding company holds so much power.
Wow. So
Ah.
all along, Omi have been influencing massive power over the apparent neutral party. And now you've got someone from Tojo married.
The Yome, not the Yomi.
Oh, I thought you said Omi.
No, the Yome.
Yome. Yeah.
Ah, right. Okay. Right.
Yeah,
No,
the
that
Yomi
makes
are
a
not
lot-
involved
That
right
makes
now.
a lot more sense.
So Iwami is effectively just like a subsidiary of the Yomi Alliance. It's just a shell company or something.
The Iwami group is simply the Yome's front.
Yeah.
Just as all Yakuza businesses have their fronts. He introduces the younger man to his left, right there, as Tsuneo, his son, and the president and CEO of Iwami Shipbuilding. So he heads up the parent group, and his son is just the shipbuilding guy.
Okay.
And they, of course, all know exactly who Kiryu is, but this is no place to speak. They leave the hotel, taking a boat out on the water for a meeting where they won't be overheard to discuss what he calls important matters. To cut to the chase, he has a request of Kiryu. Which also, I would like to go back. He's not dead.
Yeah, I've marked that.
Like
yeah.
Dante was like, "Oh, he's dead," and Koshimizu's running the show. No, he's very much not dead.
So Koshimizu is operating under Kuroso's orders then.
Koshimizu is the captain.
Yeah,
of
he's
the
his
family.
right
So, yeah,
hand.
he's just
Okay.
his right hand.
Cool.
Kuroso has a request of Kiryu. He wants him to bear witness to the pact between Koshimizu and Somiya. Does Kiryu know why the Yome have chosen up to this point to never align themselves with the Tojo or the Omi, to remain neutral?
No.
It's because to do so would disrupt the equilibrium of the Yakuza world. To join one would put the other's existence in jeopardy. If the Omi catch wind of what they're doing, they will do anything in their power to stop them. A single misstep here could see the whole of Japan's underworld dragged into a war. But then why is it so important that they finally align themselves now? Well, they won't say. Not unless Kiryu agrees to witness. The Omi leaders respect Kiryu. If he were to put his stamp of approval, they would have no choice but to grudgingly accept his pact. The Dragon of Dojima name does still carry weight. Kiryu understands, but he passes. He's a civilian. The 6th chairman, Daigo Dojima, is in prison. If he were to do this without first speaking to Daigo, that would be nothing short of treason against the Tojo clan.
Okay, yeah.
And is what Somi is doing not considered treason?
Correct.
Because I know he explained it in this sort of...
No, he is.
Yeah.
Same with Sugai.
Yeah.
Chairman Iwami understands, but Tsuneo warns Kiryu that without him, this isn't going to go ahead. They're likely to just go seek a similar deal with the Omi. But motherfucker, Kiryu's a civvy. He doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
They can do whatever the fuck they want. Tsuneo finds odd, though. If Kiryu has truly cut his ties with the Tojo, how would his witnessing be a betrayal? The chairman calmly tells Tsuneo that that's enough. Kiryu has given his answer. And he apologizes to Kiryu for the manner in which he orchestrated their meeting. The older you get, the more you just want to see things get done. Later that night, Kiryu returns to the Hirose family office to find Chairman Hirose playfully chiding them on not knowing how to properly use mask. He's showing them how it's done. And he's wrestling in the background. Oh, he's a Utah on a pin.
No, he's got him in a single leg Boston Crab. Actually, no,
thank
it
you for
might
knowing the correct
actually.
word.
If that's his other foot up there, then he's got him in a double leg. It's more like a Walls of Jericho.
Again, if you want to hear Neil talk about WWE, check out our last episode.
Thank you for knowing the correct word for a pin. Anyway.
Skent's not a pin. He's on the wrong side. We did 3 hours, Chase. You have to be on your back to be pinned.
Yes, you don't remember that?
1, 2.
It's on his front.
Tagashira definitely has a stripy shirt under there. He's playing
Yeah.
Kyo calls Kiryu over from the couch. She's all right, if a bit shaken, but she wants to finish their conversation about Haruka. Hirose looks back at Kiryu wearing his own. he like turns around. He's got the mask on. He's like, saying how look they work real good, yeah. But then he goes kind of quiet, hearing Kyo say that she might know who Haruka's father is as he pulls the mask off. I think that there's a good chance that Tatsukawa-kun is Haruto's father.
Oh, you're going to have to help me out here, Chase. Tatsukawa-kun.
I can't help you out
Oh.
because it's a new name.
Oh, good. Okay.
It's a new name.
Tatsukawa.
Yuta is shocked, saying that Tatsukawa is a childhood friend of his. They swore up to Hirose at the same time. So he used to be Hirose, but he left the family a while back.
Ah.
Kyo continues, saying that shortly before Haruka left, she overheard Tatsukawa on the phone outside her bar saying that having the baby wasn't going to make anyone happy. Get rid of it.
Definitely not him then, is it?
Back then, she had no clue who or what he was talking about, but now with Haruka's disappearance and Haruto, it all lines up. As for where he is these days, he's actually a host up in Kamurocho. Said that he was going to make it big in Tokyo. Tagashira still keeps in touch with him, though. Yuta's a bit bummed that he's kept in touch with Tagashira, but not him. But
Yeah.
But Tagashira tells him that he's not been in touch in a while. And he hasn't even been reading Tagashira's messages recently. Maybe on a new phone or something. Kyo apologizes that they don't have anything more concrete, but Kiryu is still thankful. This is a massive, massive clue.
Yeah.
And he guesses it's time to head back to Kamurocho.
No other choice, I guess.
And with that, we'll wrap up part 1.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We've wrapped up Onomichi.
I'm really enjoying this.
Yeah.
This is good.
It's good shit. Good
Yeah.
shit.
I have a question for you about Onomichi. So what's the feeling of it as a hub world, as a location to run around and do shit in? Is it quite cozy? Is it quite chill?
It's very cozy. It's very chilled back. It's very small town vibes, but it's a lot more polished than, like, we've had small towns before, like Thingy in Okinawa, but it's a lot more polished as a small town.
Okay.
I can feel like there's more to do here.
Because if Okinawa had those sort of beach vibes, I was curious what the vibe was here. But yeah, cozy, okay.
I'd say this is, of phase 1, this is probably the 3rd best map.
Okay.
After, obviously, Kamurocho is the best, and then after
Sotenbori?
Sotenbori.
I'm starting a list of daddy suspects.
Daddy suspects.
So I've already crossed one off the list.
Who did you cross off the list?
Off the list, I crossed
Jimmy Lowe. Yeah.
And then I've also got Yuta, because he ran out of the room. And then when he heard about her name, he was the only one who was like, fuck, and ran out of the room.
All three
and
of
then,
them.
no, but he was first out.
Yeah, he scampered. The others made their excuses.
And then I've got Tatsukawa as daddy suspect number 2. And yeah, I think we jumped the gun a little bit with Jimmy, who I suspect we might never hear of again.
No, I don't know if he's important.
I mean, presumably
Yes.
the triads are going to be important by the time we head back to Kamurocho again, but we'll see.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, really enjoying this. Excited to see what happens next.
Oh. All right.
Thanks for joining, guys.
Thanks for joining.
Thank you very much. No tease, because next week it will be part 2.
It's just more of this.
Hope you like the
I'm
mystery.
loving life.
Don't Google who the father is between episodes if you haven't played it. You'll ruin it for yourself.
Get ready.
I think most people watching this have
Probably
played this
know
game.
already.
We've kind of passed the chill part now.
Yay!
I hope we're ready to suffer.
I'm ready for some action.
I'm ready for some action. Yeah, this has been a lovely little donder around.
Lovely little
Meeting some
donder.
people. Yes.
Thanks, Chase.
Thank you, Chase. All right, we'll see you next time then.
Cool.
Bye.
Bye-bye.